have something this week for you that involves a whole new way to express a tree lover. Pop-Tarts going absolutely crazy. Chinese surgeons doing all sorts of crazy things while you're under the gas. First JM Live of the year. Let's go! Everybody, and welcome in to John Boy Media Live. I am Daniel Matthew Canobbio. I am joined every week by Joez McFly here in the DraftKings live stream lounge. It is January 2nd, 2024. Happy New Year, everyone.
How long does it usually stick with you where you're, either you're writing 2023 or you're saying 2023 like before you actually get acclimated?
Well, it's typing now.
It's typing.
Unless you're writing a rent check. We did that on the show already.
We did.
Dalton Feely knows how to write a rent check.
Take?
Couple days. All right, when I wrote on the show here, like on the rundown, I wrote 2024.
Okay,
and
that's good.
And that worked out just fine. But it is now the new year. It is the first day back at work. For most people here, we have Rob in front of the camera. Yeah. Dre is in the room. We're trying to get through some things, guys. It's the first day back.
First day back.
It usually threw off for a whole week. There's Rob. What's going on here? What is going on here? You gotta love live TV.
Yeah.
Here I am.
How was your New Year, though?
Wait a second. I like that shot. There's my banana. There's my iced coffee. They gave me a way too big iced coffee today. It was about that big. Ordered small. Give me a big. We're good? Yeah. New Year's Eve. Is that what you asked?
How was your New Year? Well, Christmas and New Year's, right?
Let's get it all in there. Yeah, it was great. Like a nice 10 days off. You can use it. I feel like towards the end of the year, we're all kind of, everyone, crawling to the end of the year. You want that break. Had a little bit of like a stomach bug type of situation.
Yeah. I had
no vomiting, but something else.
I was vomiting.
You were?
I was vomiting. I had not a fever. Well, I felt cold. I guess you could call it like
cold sweats. Yeah, that's a fever.
I don't know what was going on.
That's a fever, sir.
I couldn't hear out of my left ear.
So you were falling apart.
I had to go see an ENT the day after Christmas.
We're getting old, bro. We're getting friggin' old. I'm happy to have a week off, but I spent it close to a toilet. How about you, Rob? How was your New Year's Christmas break?
Yeah, dude, everyone was sick.
Oh, everyone was sick?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I think the whole world. Like,
everyone was sick.
I feel like we're sicker now than we were during COVID.
In the beginning.
COVID month.
And then at the end.
So in the middle?
In the middle, we were good. In the middle was fun.
Christmas Day, you were good?
Christmas Day was fun. Christmas Day was a good day. Yeah. Santa came, ate some cookies, drank some milk.
You guys get anything good? Let's go around the room. One good thing that you got this year.
I got a bicycle.
You got a bike.
I got a bike.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
My brother actually bought me a one-piece box set, which was awesome.
Ooh.
There's like 20 volumes in there. It's like I have a whole collection, like a manga collection at home. So that's pretty awesome.
Ooh, I got a frying pan.
Hey.
Mom got me like a nice big one, like, not Teflon, but non-stick as well.
Non-stick, dude.
Non-stick, but also not Teflon, because Teflon's bad for you.
But let me tell you, you still spray. Still spray on non-stick.
No, I put butter.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Don't use any metal.
Never. Stainless steel. Good. You can use that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Not use metal. What's going on in the chat? We got Blake Schultz. He works for us. Jack got Pants.
What's up, babe?
Big Baby David from Prague. He works here as well. We have any non-J employees in the chat? Luke, BX all day. I think
he called out to go fornicate.
Who, Luke?
No. Big Baby David.
Big Baby David is in Europe. He's in Prague.
Dang.
What they do over there is they listen to house music.
Huh? And this is what you got? Your brother loves you.
Vanessa Rodriguez, hello.
Right. Ooh,
there is the one-piece box set.
Look at that.
It doesn't cost that much. If you get it on Amazon, it's cheaper. I think it's like $100.
That's a beautiful box set, Joez. A beaut. What'd you guys do? Oh, he's in Vienna now. Vienna. Where is Vienna? Is that in Austria?
Vienna
on my mind. I don't know where Vienna is. Vienna just this country?
Austria.
Austria, I was right.
The only Vienna I know is sausage.
Well,
Vienna
then,
sausages.
Good day, mate.
Yeah.
I saw something yesterday online that there's
on the barbie.
there's a place in the Austria airport that you can go if you think that you're supposed to go to Australia, but you end up in Austria.
I saw that too.
Yeah, I think a lot of us scour the internet for this show.
We do.
The minute the show ends, we're looking at next week's stories. We have a lot of stories for you today. Some weird ones, some wild ones. New Year's Eve is a crazy phenomenon of a night. It's slowly.
People are so weird.
It
bro.
slowly gets away from the partying. In high school, it was the coolest night of the year. College, it remained fun because you were still home. You can see some of your college friends go out in the city, have parties, and then you get to a certain age where you just like don't want to do anything.
Yo, I don't go out. I don't like going out in like New Year's, stuff like that. I just don't. It's a problem. Cops are like going crazy, and there's a lot of drunk driving that happens that time of year because people don't know how to control themselves. So I just rather stay home and just chill, bro. Like people go crazy and
I saw you at
celebrate being freaking having a horrible year.
I saw you heading towards the Times Square. I saw you were alive.
Never. I never do that. I don't know why some people feel like that's like. No New Yorkers do that. I tell you that right now. Like people that are from here don't do that. Like if you do that, you're straight up a tourist. Like you're an out of towner. I remember my cousin came from DR. They're like, "Yo, let's go watch the ball drop."
No,
bro. First of all, you don't like just go watch the ball drop. Those people are there
5 a.m.
from like 5 a.m. the day before, and they're in Pampers and diapers and shit. You know that they're in diapers because there's no bathrooms out there.
There's nowhere to go. That's my nightmare. I mean, there's only one bathroom here and in our office, and I talked about it on this show. It's my nightmare.
Yeah, it's I don't understand that, and people are pretending to enjoy themselves.
And it's not even like A-list celebrities. No offense. It's like the weirdest people perform. It's like a mishmash of performances, and you got to get there super early. And
you can't bring food. You can't bring blankets. You know that?
I didn't know that.
Can't bring food. Can't bring blankets. You can't really bring anything to drink. You can't bring anything.
I wouldn't want to drink
warm.
anything because then I'll just pee.
You can't bring chairs.
Just
you can't
stand.
You have to stand the whole time.
This guy, Paul Anka. I was watching him. So what did you watch? Do you watch the shows? I like to watch the shows. I flip through.
Like I'll keep it on in the background, you know, where people there talking. Yeah. I'm never listening to anything anybody's saying because I'm like doing my own thing. Like it's just there, like as background noise.
So I went to like a friend's house and I wanted to watch CNN because I really want to watch.
I want to watch my politics.
Oh,
no, Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen.
Oh yeah.
So I remember 2 years ago they got wasted on the air.
They get wasted every year.
No, they got wasted on the air 2 years ago. And it was amazing TV. They were drunk. They were doing shots. It was very entertaining as far as New Year's Eve programming goes. They're all pretty bad, but that was the best of the bad. And then last year, or 2 years ago, towards the end of the show, Andy Cohen, after midnight when he was plastered, went on this rant against Bill de Blasio, and then he was kind of a little sloppy on the air. And Ryan Seacrest came out. You know, he's very powerful, Ryan Seacrest. He came out and said how it's very disrespectful to the entire New Year's Eve, you know, community that they're getting drunk on the air. And then they CNN banned the drinking last year. So they didn't drink last year, and it was boring. So this year they brought it back. And they were doing shots every hour. John Mayer joined from a cat bar in Tokyo.
I gotta watch some of this.
No, it was awesome. Like anytime you drink on it's just fascinating watching drunk people on live TV. Anderson Cooper, who does nothing but like serious news all day, all year long.
Right.
Has that one night where he can just let loose. He was drinking, laughing, having a grand old time. There it is, right there up on your screen. They brought in John. This was the highlight of the night. They go to John Mayer in Tokyo, and he's at a bar where cats just roam around. Do we have sound? Because I never heard Anderson Cooper laugh before. Because usually he's just like deadpan.
Feed the cats directly. We're sorry, Andy.
Nip? Yes, he is now. You have, John. Do you have cat nip there or cat food?
He's so serious.
Well, Andy.
That's Anderson Cooper.
I got to be honest with you. I thought these were solid treats. This seems to be a paste of some kind that you feed the cats directly from a tube.
Well, Is there a possibility?
Dude, Andy Cohen's got some serious energy.
Do you have the
Can we
video
come
of the
up
people
with a
that were
name?
interviewed, like that were there waiting from 5 a.m.?
I could try and find
Yeah,
it.
because you
yo,
know what they do there?
it's-
Yeah, it's wild, Joes.
Yo, it's insane.
But they're not New York. You got to be from out of town, or you got to have. It's just a strange collection of people. I saw one kid I know through like in the boxing world, not from the U.S., and he was like heading to Times Square on a story, and then his next story was like standing there, and then the next story was the ball coming down. To him, like if you're not from New York, it's probably what you think everyone does. But you couldn't be any more. You couldn't get me there if you paid me. Like
It's horrible.
and then they clear out so fast.
When did this start though? Anyway, I feel like
Dick Clark's rocking New Year's Eve.
when was it?
Dick Clark. I mean, he was doing it long time ago.
I'm just wondering when it started to get like
70s.
this.
New Year's Eve, the first ever New York New Year's Eve
Yes.
thing. Let's look it up.
Like, when was the first ball drop or whatever it is? Because now it's like, hey, everybody kind of like waits for New York to see the ball drop so we can watch it.
December 31st, 1907.
That's the first one?
First ball drop. was
1907?
Ryan Seacrest was
1907.
there.
Welcoming the year 1908 and 1913, only 8 years after it moved to One Times Square, the Times moved its corporate headquarters to 229 West 43rd Street. So, like, right after that, Times, I guess, moved over. But
Wow.
There's a city in
The more you
Arizona that drops a Taco Bell taco at midnight to ring in the New Year.
I watched. Can I
Now
tell you?
that right there is entertaining. That's something I would go to.
I was so bored. I think last night or yesterday that I was watching like the guy who throws the confetti over
Right.
the side, and like how they all plan it out, and like it's just so funny. They have like meetings. And he gets all his people together, and it's like, this is how you do it. When you hear throw the confetti, you throw the confetti.
I was
Go,
wondering-
go, go. And it's just like, oh my God.
I was wondering where it all comes from. Is it just humans dumping it?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of confetti.
There's a lot.
And then by like 2 a.m., everything's gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, BBD said, get drunk right now. Let's experience it.
He's BBD's kooky, man.
I don't know, he's
He's
very
not
kooky.
here. He's in Vienna. He's in a whole
Sausage.
different mindset. He's
He's in
hanging
a-
out. He's at a sausage party.
In a sausage. Look at
Let's see if
Okay, on the count of three, we're gonna give a great big happy.
I don't want to feel bad for these people, but I do.
this. They're wearing diapers, Dan.
Happy New Year! All right,
They're sober because you can't drink.
If
Yeah.
you told me that I couldn't go to the bathroom, that would make me want to go to the bathroom more.
Okay,
Or-
so I understand you all just met tonight. So how did you meet here?
We are new old friends. As always, we walk into Times Square in the pen
people are
and we leave as
miserable, bro.
friends.
Yeah.
what
As
it's all
always, you
about.
said.
Because you came here by yourself, right?
Yeah, this year I did, yes. My seventh or eighth time.
This year?
Many more
Seventh
to come.
or
This is a
eighth
repeat
time by
seventh or
himself.
eighth time. He's
By
a
himself.
repeat offender.
By himself. And look at her face. She's thinking in her head like weirdo, and she's trying to be nice.
Oh, poor guy.
You guys let me know.
This guy
Would
lives
you-
on the internet.
Yeah, like you guys let me know. Would you guys go to this thing at Times Square on the New Year's Eve? Would you guys go and try to experience that in your life? Because I don't feel like I'm missing out on shit.
Never.
New Yorkers won't go.
Never.
Out of town, or like Northeasterners. Like if you're from New Jersey, Connecticut, that area, and you know of Times Square, you've been to Times Square, you've seen it, you will not go. People that have never seen Times Square, that's where you go. It's like if you were in like France, wouldn't you want to go see the Eiffel Tower?
The people
Yeah.
from France are like,
People are like, that fucking tower again.
yeah.
Over that tower, just a tower.
Let's go see the Statue of Liberty. We should probably go see it.
I've only went
I've
once.
never been to the
Let's
Statue
go.
of Liberty.
We need to go.
It's like a list of things in New York that I want to do, but it's like I can't do that because you have like that New York pride. But I would love to do like a tourist New York day because there's some things I just didn't see. Like
I'm down for that.
I went to the Statue of Liberty like in eighth grade. I didn't appreciate it. I wasn't there learning any fact. Now I'd soak it all up. Like how did it get here from the French?
Yeah,
Like
if we
why? Like how do they build? How do they install it? Go to the top of it?
Oh, I have a whole book. If you want, I have a kid's book. We read it.
I'd rather go and
every-
experience.
I wanna
it.
go.
Greg
That's
Hall.
true.
Greg Hall. Yes, a party that overlooks Times Square.
Just give
Very
you
cool.
Facts.
I mean, if you can get a hotel room,
Yeah, toilet, indoor plumbing, heating, food,
Yes.
booze,
If you-
girls.
that I
men.
would do.
That's a party.
that I would do.
Invite us next year.
Yes, that I would do. I'll be with that.
New Year's Eve, like it started off as let's just head into this is what we did on Long Island. We just get on the train, head into the city, no plan. $100 in our pocket, maybe if we're lucky. No plan. Just go from
$100.
bar to bar. Just go into a place. It sucks. Leave. Try to get into a place before midnight to see the ball drop. Maybe try to get a kiss. Don't get one. Get drunk. Get back on the train.
Something else. Not
Get
just
back on the
kiss.
train. Head back to Long Island 4 in the morning. Every year.
4 in the
Freezing,
morning.
snowing, raining.
Dan, how about that 2 a.m. train?
Nothing worse than the 2 a.m. train on New Year's Eve back to Ronkonkoma. Then you got to go all the way back to Long Island. There's nothing worse. So then all I want to do now, like for a few years, me and my buddies, we got like houses. Like, you know, like an Airbnb, everyone throws in, you know.
Yeah, it seems
That's
fun.
actually not
That's
a bad
fun.
idea.
We get 3 nights. The night before New Year's Eve, the night of New Year's, and the New Year's Day. 3 days at an Airbnb, like in the woods somewhere. Get food, games, magic mushrooms.
Right.
It's not a bad idea.
That's fun.
Now that, my friends, is fun. No party was more lit this year than Trump's Mar-A-Lago party.
I know nothing about it.
Did you see that? Talk about a party, guys. We're talking A-list celebrities. We're talking the best of the best, the cream of the crop. Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice. It looks very vanilla in there. I'll tell you that.
No fake
It looks
cooking them cheese like
extremely
that, no fake
vanilla
in.
in there.
The Ninja Turtles were
I
there
love
as
this
well.
part though.
Not even any
Ready?
chocolate syrup.
Trump's just enjoying it.
Is he?
Is that his face? Bro, where does he find these like acts? Like they go down. They obviously went to the top first. They're like,
Somebody
Taylor
else
Swift.
does that.
They're like, no way. Rihanna, no. Vanilla Ice is available.
Kid Rock just came out with his he's not boycotting Bud Light anymore, so he can't go with him anymore.
Right.
You know,
I'm not up to date on my boycotts.
there's
The
a
Ninja
lot.
Turtles and Vanilla Ice. You show up to a Mar-a-Lago, probably paid, those people talk about simps, they probably paid like, how much money did you pay? Oh, what the? This
Bro,
is like
that's
literally a scene from Ninja Turtles,
Yo,
1989.
for real?
1989, 1990?
I like
How
it, man.
cool is that?
I like that, man.
That's
Dude, it's
so awesome.
2024.
Nah, Ninja Turtles are back, dude. New movies, dope.
I'm saying that.
Yeah, but this was a scene in the movie.
Big bulky ones. I don't know if I like that. I kind of like those dudes.
People with
That's
their
my
cameras out, like, come on, guys. You post that in your story.
childhood. No way, you can't put. You
Look
can't
at that.
post
Look
it
at the
on your
backup
story.
dancers.
Nobody
Hey,
can know you went.
hey, babe, I got a gig tonight. Where you headed? I'm
Is
trying
that
to
an iPhone
Mar-a-Lago.
3?
I'm headed to Mar-a-Lago. I'm backup trombone tonight.
Dude,
That's
that
an
guy,
iPhone
that
3GS.
trombone guy is going after it.
I'm backup
too.
trombone
Look
tonight,
at him.
babe, for Vanilla Ice.
Imagine he just like trombones right into Vanilla Ice's head.
Party sucked. Move on. Speaking of Trump, Fox News family, did you see Fox News killed Frank Thomas?
I've seen such things.
Fox News runs their in memoriam. It's like every news station does at the end of the year. You know, they talk about the people that have passed. And out of nowhere, Frank Thomas.
I was
Just
like,
pops
whoa,
up.
what the hell?
Very much alive. There he is, the Big Hurt. Dead. Big Hurt dead at the age of 46.
We also need to quickly in the in memoriam feature that we showed just a few minutes ago. We misidentified the late Frank Thomas, the 3-time All-Star for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Frank Thomas we showed you, unfortunately, was also a former pro baseball player. He is very much alive. We apologize.
We don't know him as a
Wait,
pirate.
did you have Frank Thomas
on.
put out he made a video.
Time out.
Yeah, who was the other Frank Thomas that she was talking
Was he
about?
on the Pirates before?
No, she said there was another baseball player named Frank Thomas on the Pirates that we meant to
okay,
show.
got it,
he played in like he was in the majors in 1951.
Okay.
Why would they put that Frank
And
Thomas
he died in January 16th, 2023.
one of the first deaths of the year.
So he had a 266
I mean, you got a lot of time
average.
to fact check that. There was a lot of years to see the real Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas put out a
Okay.
video. It was actually
Hold on,
pretty,
I gotta
or a
find it.
video or a
Yeah,
tweet.
Get it.
And he said, he's like, I'm very much alive. I can't believe my former employer would do that because, you know, he used to work for Fox. Jeter replaced him.
Yeah, that's probably why people thought he was dead.
There's no way that Frank Thomas is dead. He's so very much alive because his testosterone levels are at completely high levels because of Nugenics.
Speaking of that, this might be the year for Joe's.
That you're going to get on that Nugenics?
Maybe. I might go see Dr. Bosch.
Tony, we can go down to see Algieri, Chris Algieri, who I do
Maybe.
my boxing show with, who tells me he has all sorts. He can get us right, bro, for BB5.
I'm with that.
Yo, speaking of getting younger, your hair looks darker.
Bro, my mom said, yo, all right, hold on. My mom said, yo, there's a
mom said,
shampoo
yo?
that your aunt uses, and yeah, there's a shampoo that your aunt uses, and it just kind of like revitalizes your hair. I'm like, is that a dye? I don't want to put like
It's called
dyes.
Just for Men gel.
Bro, this shit is crazy, bro. It's like,
For your hair, you look much younger, but you missed the spot. You got a little bit of gray on the left side, right side.
this way?
Yeah.
I think that's just because my hair's shorter. I don't know. But that's kind of wild.
No grays in 2024.
It looks crazy. I love that.
I got some gray. More grays are popping up in my beard. First I'd start snipping them out. Now there become so many I can't get them all.
Why not? Just shave it all off.
No, I'm a beard guy. I've had a beard since 2014.
I want to see you with no beard.
I have a few pics.
I want it just straight like
razor.
baby face.
That would hurt. My face would be bleeding if I took a razor to my face right now. Bleeding.
I'll do it if you do it.
Ooh.
No. Opening day, maybe Yankees.
If you go straight, like
in solidarity with the New York Yankees hair policy,
I'll do it if you do it.
I don't think.
If you do it, I'll do it, and then we'll make Jimmy dye his hair like jet black.
Jimmy's a beard guy too. As long as I've known Jimmy, he's been a beard guy.
I think everybody in the company should shave it.
That'll be so
Since the
cool.
Yankees have that policy, John Boy Media
should have that policy. As
hair
well.
above the ear. Mm-hmm. No facial hair.
They're not agreeing.
Mustache. You can have a mustache. Dre has a mustache. That's allowed. Mustaches are allowed.
Shaved like a few weeks ago.
Who?
I do it every year. You gotta do it once a year.
Just a clean shave?
Yeah, just take it off, clean your face really good
No.
for that week, and then you grow it back.
I can't.
I can't grow
Dan,
hair.
let's do it. If you do it, I do it.
I can't and I won't.
Let's do it when pitchers and catchers report.
Anybody, any of you guys break your penis over the week?
Okay.
What is that?
All right.
It's a young Dan Canobbio.
Weird segue. Anyone
No
break their
way.
penis and they go to
What
the young
is
Dan
going
Canobbio?
on right
Yeah,
now?
that's me. That's the last time I was baby-faced.
Papa!
That outfit fucking rules, by the way. That is a Miami.
That is when he went to go see the Statue of Liberty.
You kind of look like a dwarf.
Why do I have a duffel bag? Number one. My parents didn't give me a backpack. Number one. I got
Your feet
Tim's
are so
on.
big.
Tim's on. I got a freaking awesome. What is that? Like
Is that a size
denim
12?
jacket?
Size 12 feet?
Look at the shirt. Probably my brother's boots. Look at the shirt underneath. That's a Miami football shirt. Yeah. I got a cool necklace that my cousin made for me.
That's a choker.
Look at that guy.
Look at that haircut.
Yeah.
Go like that.
It's a
Come
cute
like
kid.
that to work.
That's a cute kid.
Come like that to the office.
baby.
JM Live. You do it, I do it.
Let me tell
Head
you.
to toe, dripped out. That's
Denim
Harvey
on
Lugs.
denim. Oh,
Canadian tuxedo.
look at that.
First day of
With
school,
some
baby.
Tims. Woo.
What's good?
Can you
What a
fit into
cool
those?
kid.
Try to fit into those Tims now.
Those are definitely my older brothers, and I stole them. Now I feel weird talking about broken penises, but that's what the rundown says.
Why is there a broken?
Because over the holidays, that's when they on the rise. Penis fractures. You know, people are home, they're drinking.
Don't you need a bone? Ner.
It's essentially when you get an erection.
That's so stupid.
Essentially, when you get an erection, it's a blood balloon. Get a deep bruise. I know someone this happened to him.
Wait, because they're having too much sex?
Then it's not that. Just think about it. What it really is.
It's when you get sat on.
It's when it crushes. It snaps.
Snaps.
Sometimes blood shoots out. Some guy said it looks like a legitimate eggplant. Like it breaks essentially.
So
but those are
that's where the eggplant emoji comes from.
Apparently,
broken dick.
You need a bone. Yeah. So apparently, penis fractures are at their highest levels during the week between Christmas and New Year's. That's when you see them on the rise, according to
So are
a
people
study.
like masturbating too much?
It's nothing to do with masturbation. It has all to do with, interaction. His colleagues examined hospital data from 3,421 men who sustained penile fractures in Germany between 2005 and 2021.
I mean, that's just in Germany.
They said that German they party a little more, whereas here it's more of like a vacation. What's that?
It's when someone like puts all their weight on it.
Yes.
And it breaks.
What?
It's not when
I have a micro penis, so I don't know.
So this
sounds like maybe not enough length.
That could be a problem too. This I have a friend. This happened to him. He's one of my. He's a barber.
What? And he talks about it?
He told the whole barbershop, and it sounded like the most insane thing ever. He had to rush to the hospital. Obviously, sex ends.
Right.
And he said there was blood everywhere.
Oh.
Because,
It comes out of your people?
It was just like.
Where does the blood come from?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. We're like.
That's a bad.
Maybe
It's
there
gotta
wasn't
come from
blood.
your pee-pee.
Yeah.
That's a bad.
Cracked in half. Broken in half.
So do you have like a
limp dick?
Yeah, for a while. He got to like rehab it.
Jeez. You got to work it out?
You know how they like teach you how to walk again?
You think he gets that wanding done?
What's a
By,
dick?
like that guy who
Dick
that
rehab.
biohacker?
like a dick crutch?
Dick rehab. They put a crutch on it.
You
They
need
take
a dick crutch.
They take you to the rehab, and you put it. You take it out. You put it on like a thing, and they teach you how to walk again.
They put a cast on his penis, bro.
Let's move on. We have extracted all we could from that story. Obviously, I was thinking about drinking, right? Drinking, breaking your penis, New Year's Eve.
Yes.
It all comes together. Jägerbombs. You ever have one?
I did. I have. It's just I don't really enjoy them.
Yeah, I never went up to the bar and was like, Jägerbomb me.
Let me get. Like, I feel like you already have to be drunk.
You have to be drunk, number one. You always have that one friend that loves to do Jägerbombs.
Oh, my friend Marvin.
And they're
loves that.
exactly. Everyone's got one friend that loves to do Jägerbombs. Jägerbombs are just as harmful as cocaine.
Are they sniffing it?
Well, that's part of it.
No way they're sniffing Jaeger bombs.
Look at this. According to a study, Jaeger bombs are just as harmful to your body as cocaine. Alcohol is a depressant, and energy drinks are obviously a stimulant. When you mix them together, your heart rate increases. The energy drink makes your heart rate increase, but the alcohol does something to your brain. Similar to when you're high on cocaine.
That's probably like whenever you mix Red Bull with like...
Red Bull and vodka is essentially doing cocaine. Which I drink a lot of. Red Bull and vodka was my drink in college. Those things are nuts.
After a while, I don't like how that feels. Like I feel like I'm like too like...
You have 2 or 3 of them? Like, now having
3? First of all, you're...
2 or 3 is low.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you're not supposed to
2
drink
or
that
3.
I was
3.
21. I was in college.
And dumb.
I would have like 6 or 7.
Oh my
God.
God.
And see the sunrise. According to a 2016 study conducted by a team at Purdue University. This is what they're doing at Purdue. You really have to do a study for this? The results found the popular drink causes a change in the brain's neurochemistry at an unbelievable speed. The study also found that frequently drinking Jägerbombs could also increase the likelihood of feeling a desire to actually using cocaine later on.
Who the hell
chasing that high?
Who frequently does Jaeger bombs?
That's the thing. Jägerbombs seems like
the kids.
Now we would never do them because we're in our 30s, but like younger, it's a fade. It's over.
That Italian bros. What was
we
that?
bring in some of the youngs in here.
GTL guys, right?
Jägerbombs.
Jägerbombs.
You bring in Ronnie. You bring in
Ronnie. Ronnie loves a good
I bet you they've
Jägerbomb.
never done one. It's actually, what's fun is like dropping it in is fun.
Yeah,
It does look fun.
The act of it is dropping.
Yes.
The act of it is fun.
I threw up Cheerios when I was 15 in the parking lot of my high school doing a Jägerbomb.
15 doing
Yeah.
Jägerbombs.
Yeah.
Worse than me drinking Red Bull and vodkas in college.
Yeah.
Jägerbomb.
I had a
Dre
bad
has a look of
influence.
concern on his face.
We have a young person?
Do we have a young person?
Grab a young person.
Grab
I'm
somebody
curious
young.
to see.
Grab a young.
Grab a
Let's see
young.
what
Grab a
the,
Zoe.
youngling.
Zoe doesn't drink.
Let's see what the chat. Hard Mountain
Zoe
Dew.
doesn't
Broken Penis Pandemic.
Four Loco.
Alex
Remember when they had
Aguirre,
to ban Four Loco?
Yeah, dude.
Shit was crazy.
Pen 15. Yeah. The Pen 15 demic. Vodka soaked tampons.
Oh yeah, that's big. Well, people
Guys.
boofing. Isn't it called boofing?
It is called boofing. Yep.
Yeah, where they stick
That sounds disgusting.
they stick alcohol up your butt.
Yep.
And that's how you quote unquote drink it, and it gives you a
Yeah, it gets absorbed in your anus.
yeah. And
What
then-
are we doing?
I know, right? It's crazy. Like, who thinks of these things that's like, hey, I'm just going to sit on a bottle and then just do a handstand?
Some people just can't
And
drink.
see
They can't just.
where
That's
I'm
not
at.
enough for them. Drinking's not enough for them. Doing pills.
Let me
is not
sit
enough
on
for
my
them.
alcohol.
Right?
Dan Rourke. Oh my God.
Rourke.
Was not expecting this guy to join the
Dan
show.
Rourke. What's
Take a
good,
seat right
man?
here.
Right here?
Take a seat right here. Oh my God. What a treat.
Happy New Year.
Hello. Put the headset on.
Rob?
Hey, Dan.
This is a treat, guys.
I love.
This is an absolute treat. Dan
Dan's
Rourke.
one of my
is
favorite.
here. Get the mic nice and
One of my
close.
favorite parts
Damn.
about this company
Is Dan Rourke.
is Dan Rourke.
Dan
I'm
Rourke.
looking sloppy today. I
Oh,
left the house. I thought I was
no,
looking
you
clean.
look-
I'm looking at myself in the reflection here.
First day of work. You're
Not
looking good,
reflection.
champion. You got the champion.
the television screen. How you guys doing?
How are you doing? You
Good,
do a
man.
Jägerbomb?
I'm not familiar. I've heard of what that is. So I'm not like totally oblivious, but I've
Nice.
never.
Good
Right.
for you.
If you
No.
went to a bar with your buddies, what's the likelihood of them ordering a round of Jägerbombs?
Very low. Honestly, I don't go to too many bars. Last
Good.
one I was at was Atlantic City. I got an apple martini.
This kid has
Apple
a-
martini.
Yeah, I lost my debit card there, so that wasn't a great experience. But I'm not much of a bar guy, to be honest.
But you know what a Jägerbomb is?
I know it's like an alcohol thing, right?
Yeah, it's like a Red Bull.
Oh, see that you can't do. No,
It's a big-
that
it's a glass
is
of Red
asking
Bull.
for a heart attack.
Yes.
By the way, if
I
you
know.
have an upper and a
Yes.
downer, the chances of you dying by 65
Wow!
are much higher. I'm just saying, I'm the biggest hypochondriac in the world, and
I'll
as
tell
somebody
you,
who
Dan-
combines THC and caffeine a little bit too often, I've done my research on this
Steve
topic.
Ballin'.
Just read that headline.
What's that? Jaeger bombs could be just as bad for you as cocaine. Yeah, absolutely. I've never done cocaine, but I imagine both those things are equally as bad.
Yeah.
Well, if you drink Jägerbombs, you might have a desire to do cocaine, according to the study as
Possibly.
well.
Dude, my problem with that, I don't know if this is the whole conversation you guys brought me in here for, but I have such an addictive personality that like I
Yeah,
know
stay away
if
from
I
the coke.
did, dude, one little I'd be hooked.
Wow.
It'd be done. It'd be over. No, like that's why I have to cap it off. Like I've had struggles, quote unquote, with weed and nicotine, but that's all it'll ever be.
You still on the nicotine?
No, so I'm technically 190 days clean off nic,
Nice.
with the exception of my once a month
Exception.
drinking. I will have a cigarette. but-
One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like a couple puffs, and I'm like,
I remember for a while you were chewing the nicotine gum.
Yeah.
yeah, which I think that was my big issue. Was I would constantly quit vaping, but it would just to be to go to Nicorette, and I realized I almost enjoy that just as much. Cause
I wonder why.
yeah,
You're
and
chomping
now everybody
down
doing
on the
those Zins
Nicorette.
nowadays. It's-
Dude, I was
What is
thinking
Zyn?
I was
Same vibe.
thinking
What the heck is
Zins
Zyn?
this morning.
What is it?
It's smokeless tobacco. It's tobacco. Tobacco-less dip.
it's a
It's just nicotine without the tobacco in it.
But isn't the nicotine's the part it's bad for you?
well, no. Here's the thing.
Well, the tobacco and the nicotine is bad for you.
The main
So
deal
it's
with
like,
cigarettes that's bad is the tobacco and the tar.
yes.
it's dipping. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got it's
You're
got.
trying to tell me Zyn is like the
God.
Diet Coke of...
In a way, I mean, the thought process is that the delivery device of nicotine is what can alter whether it's bad for you or not. Like vaping, I don't care what he says, is not good for you. But nicotine, sometimes you can see a report from a doctor or apparently a doctor that says it helps increase concentration, helps increase focus. Like there are some advantages to
What doctor?
taking
You're going to
nicotine.
Dr. Nick? Who doctor's
There's
going
this
to do
guy. There's this guy, Dr. Huberman. I'm not sure you ever heard of him. He does a podcast.
Hey, I want to tell you something, kid. Start smoking.
Andrew
What is it, like the
Huberman.
1950s?
Yeah, you know Huberman. He once told me that
He
nicotine
once told you.
via podcast that nicotine can
Wait,
be
no,
good
no,
for
no.
you.
Is it the
if you
doctor
have
that came on your
self-control.
show? Is it the doctor that came on Yanks?
No,
Ass?
that was Dr. Morse.
You keep
and
in
he's
touch
a
with him?
class act. No.
This kid up.
For those who don't know, Dan Rourke, who got hurt and you wanted to get the lowdown? Judge, right?
Yeah.
You had a
yeah, it was
podiatrist
after
on your
his,
show? Or just a regular doctor?
He was like a sports medicine doctor that was.
This is the
after the
doctor
judge
that
injury. He
Dan
was
Rourke-
tweeting out hella, and I was just like, "Yo, you want to come on my show?"
Here's the doctor that told Dan Rourke to smoke cigarettes. It will increase his work
he says that
behaviors.
it'll make him better.
Dude, honestly, I kind of wish I
drank.
lived back then and you didn't know cigarettes are bad for you and that whole thing. Because I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I need a vice.
It
I
looks-
very much miss having a vice.
It looks cool.
Now I just drink a lot of coffee.
Like when I see when I'm walking to work and I see a guy he has a cough. There's the doctor.
This is the
Is that
doctor.
him?
That is not him, no. Honestly, I forget his first name. I know his last name was Morse. You can
Morse
look it up
code.
on YouTube. Look up Doctor Explains Aaron Judge's Injury.
Yeah, and you had that face like, oh, for real? Word? You were
Yeah.
like, on God?
You know what I felt bad about? I didn't do the classic, like when you first introduced him on the show, I didn't like list his entire resume, so he did it for me. I was like, what's up, man? So what's the deal with Judge's injury?
You didn't say hello, now we're joined by...
Well, I said Dr. Morse.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back.
Yeah,
I hope you all are having a great day. Now, of course, the circumstances of this one are
I act like
a little bit
somebody
unfortunate.
died.
I'm sure you've all heard Aaron Judge is being placed on the IL. It's a bruise/sprain.
This is a big deal, man.
Right
I mean,
toe. Now, of course,
this is probably 2 days after.
Works. Fortunately, Dr.
Jesse
Jesse
Morse
Morse is with us to maybe shed some light on what's going on here. So we'll ask him a couple questions.
Said Jesse Morse.
Doctor, thank you for coming on.
This was very
My pleasure.
awkward.
So, my reaction.
Yo, I don't want to watch this, man. I don't want to watch this.
And then at the end, he's like, Dan, have you thought about smoking cigarettes?
So that was
a sports med and regenerate.
So that's a part
annoying.
a good host would just
I'm
say for him.
Sports med.
Wait, so you just asked him a question, and then he's like, I am a...
Yes, exactly.
An annoying injury.
Hey, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'm an awkward guy. I know.
How'd you find him?
Regenerative medicine specialist in Miami.
He was tweeting out hella.
I see a lot of these usually
after the injury.
Players.
That's so funny.
And he gave good explanations, and he was pretty much, if I remember correctly, he was pretty spot on in the end of how long it would take. I think he said like 3 to 5 weeks best case scenario, and this was what, end of June, and he was back end of July. So
did you ask him about broken penises?
No, I did not. Colin Stone's in the chat.
That's on the
rise.
rise.
What up, Colin?
K Stone. They're on the rise during the holidays.
Broken penises?
Penis fractures.
I always wonder if you could do that because it technically is a bone, right? Or is it? It's a muscle.
We went over this. Not a bone. It's
boner.
Well, yeah.
He said, well, yeah.
Could you actually snap it in half?
It's happened a lot of
to
times.
you.
Not to me. But a guy I know. Here, risk of penile fractures rises at Christmas, doctors find.
Yeah. Really?
43. If every day was Christmas time in Germany, 43% of the men would have fractures in their dicks.
I'm gonna go visit Germany. Just to, not have a
during wild sex, particularly in positions where you're
directly
not
in eye contact with your partner.
Oh,
just say reverse cowgirl.
Any doctor, Dr. Nicholas Pyrages said that.
Dr. Nick, like Elvis'
Dr. Nick. You're a big Elvis guy.
Yeah, I am. I got a lot of Elvis stuff for Christmas. I will say I'm pretty pleased with how...
yeah, what'd you get?
Nothing crazy. Some Yankees stuff. I actually I went on a crazy Amazon shopping spree over the week. But what I was going to say is I'm very pleased with how quickly all the Christmas decorations have come down in the city.
Yeah.
Panic tweeted something about it, and I noticed it myself. I don't... At least after January 1st is over, I don't want to see any...
I don't want to hear a Christmas song. I don't want to see anything.
How about at the Rourke household, though? Still some Christmas stuff up?
Yeah, well, I'm back at my parents' house now, though, so that's kind of on my dad.
What's that commute looking like?
Well, I took the bus again today. I'm back to taking the bus because the last time... Because I just got a new whip like a month ago, so I was like, all right, I'll start driving into the city. It costs like $40 in gas. It costs $40 for the garage, which I found out you're supposed to tip the guy.
No, you can get a garage. I can get you a garage for $18.
Oh, really? Well, it was $40 for that. And then the dude, when I didn't tip him last time, he was like, no tip.
He said
He
that?
said that?
Yeah.
I've never
I'm like,
seen
what?
that.
He's like, no tip.
That's crazy.
I'm like, I don't got, because I don't ever carry cash. He's like, next time, buddy.
You don't want to piss off people that have your car in their possession.
No, I checked my tire pressure the whole way home because I thought he may have put a nail in
Because
there.
I think sometimes I don't tip. Like I give him a tip at the end of the week. I'll give him a tip at the end of the week, not every single time. And I swear, the guy that gets my car, he farts in the car.
Really?
Because every time I get in, it smells so bad in the car. Because he might be like, oh, this guy didn't give me a tip, so I'm going to rip ass in his car. And then I get in, and it smells like ass.
Wow. You start the week with the tip.
So he just stops ripping ass in my car?
That's interesting. You tip him at the end of the week.
End of the week, here's like, here's a 20. I say, give it to everyone. He has a Venmo thing, and I say 20 for the boys.
Oh.
I one time...
The boys never get it. You know that, right?
In my car. Just ripping ass into my seats.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I one time was at a restaurant, and the valet guy, I got in my car, and it smelled so bad that I had to get rid of my car.
You're bullshit.
That's a Seinfeld episode. BBO.
It is a Seinfeld
That's
episode.
a BBO. That's BBO. Beyond BO.
Beyond BO.
It's BBO. Tom Ace was right on that. That's a Seinfeld episode where the valet dude leaves BO in Jerry's car.
I'm never going back to that garage, by the way, just for the record.
Yeah, so Jägerbombs are not a thing in your generation.
Oh.
We were right.
I'm not very in tune with all that stuff though. Like I don't go out to bars that much.
No one heard it.
Like they might be. I'm saying I don't know.
It's not.
I wouldn't know. I feel like.
So we brought in the wrong young guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really go out that much. I kind of just fucking.
That's another thing.
Stay
I feel like
inside, get
bring in
stoned, and watch
Luke.
Do your
baseball.
friends
Luke might be
Do
I feel like he's
your
a party goer.
He's a
do your
middle.
friends party?
Yeah.
Is that a thing still?
Party would be a stretch. We get all together like with the same crew we always hang out with. It's just like 7 or 8 people, and like we'll drink together. We don't
You
really
don't
go
go
out.
out.
We don't really put. No,
He
our
has-
you know what our former hangout is? This is probably what you're about to say.
Dude, it's like it's what I dream about as a boy, just hanging out with your boys and
So-
playing video games. They have LAN
We have
parties.
LAN parties.
They
That
all
is
bring
always
over
our
a
thing.
TV and
LAN
like their
parties.
PlayStation to each other's house.
Yeah, the next one is scheduled for Thursday. We're gonna
wait a second. What?
So you know, a
Right?
LAN party is.
I love LAN parties.
Yeah, we don't actually do it technically. Though. It's we're all playing video games together on the same internet connection. I think is the exact definition.
LAN
But,
party.
Yeah, LAN.
So you're not physically with each other?
No, we are. So what we do is like this Thursday after the warehouse, we're all getting together at my boy Nelson's house. This is where we host
Yeah,
him.
Nelly.
Watching the Michael K show, and we're all gonna have our Xboxes. I'll be playing MLB. Right now they're back in like the whole Fortnite grind and playing some other games. I only ever play my
How many
franchise.
TVs?
At least 4 or 5.
Damn, that bill's running.
And we just do that.
Order food.
Hang
That
out.
shit is
Order
so much
food.
fun.
Yeah.
Some hashish.
Yeah. Although I'm trying to quit that too. I went a good like 4 days without it last week or the week before Christmas. But you know,
LAN parties. Learn
holidays.
something new every day. Jägerbombs out. LAN parties in. Thank you, Dan Rourke, for being with us here. In
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
you,
And
Dan.
Feo says Elvis is coming to Netflix. Elvis is already out on Netflix for those who want to watch.
So what are you doing today, editing wise?
Got baseball today. I got to finish up a JM football video
Workhorse, this guy.
and some other stuff throughout the week that got to get done that I'll probably,
Nice.
you know. But thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for coming on,
Yeah.
bro. Appreciate it.
Nice having you here. Always.
Dan Rourke,
Love
first
having
guest
Dan
of
here.
2024.
2024.
Dan Allen Rourke.
LAN parties are so dope.
Looking like
man.
a treat today.
LAN parties.
I think there's a
so
stain
awesome.
on the back of your pants.
Are you serious?
No.
No, we're
No.
just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
You're good, bro.
It's so much fun messing with him.
It's very easy.
I texted him last night because he posted something about Stanton looking slim, and I just said, "This is photoshopped," and he just replies, "How do you know?"
How do you? He's one of my favorite people at this
I
company.
love him. I love him so
Dan
much.
Allen Rourke is a workhorse stud, Yankees Avenue, fellow young warehouse legend.
Dan's a stud.
Warehouse legend. Speaking of legends, guys, what we missed over the break, there were a lot of news stories, none bigger, in my honest, humble opinion, than the Pop-Tart Bowl. Remember we talked about it on a previous
Yeah, we
episode?
did. We did.
We said, hey, did you see this? The Pop-Tart Bowl. This is the first year they're doing it, and they're gonna eat the mascot. And we were like, that sounds dumb, or that's kind of cool. I wonder what that's gonna look like. Did you think it was gonna take over the world like it did?
It went viral. It was
I feel like viral isn't even the word.
I just something crazy. I mean, shout out to Pop Tarts. They got crazy,
bro.
I mean, whatever they invested, it feels like they got a deal.
There he is.
The poor person is getting toasted.
That Pop-Tart executive, the Pop-Tart executive that came up with this is Executive of the Year, Don Draper-esque. The whole deal, for those who are living under a rock, is that they had the edible mascot who went into that toaster.
Look at that security guard. He's just like, no one's touching his toaster.
Watching it with his life. So the Pop-Tart was walking around.
Eucharist?
Communion.
Communion. Yes. No, that's not what it's called.
Yeah, it is.
I haven't gotten to
I just licked it. Look at
People were tweeting. It broke through just sports. It went into like just regular pop culture, regular life.
Good?
It doesn't like.
It doesn't really look.
Do we have any? Do we have any of the memes? Oh, there he was during the game, having the time of his
Oh,
life.
what?
What?
Yeah, he slapped the ref's
Slap
ass.
that ref's ass.
It's kind of crazy. Like that Pop-Tart right there knew that later on in the game he was gonna die and get eaten, and he was gonna have the time of his life.
Regardless of result.
Time of his life before that. That right there is sacrifice. That right there.
I did like the
going out on time. There were so many memes. It went on for days, and every time I looked at the meme, like on third shooter. Dude, I have a take on bowl games.
Oh, what's your take?
Okay, we know that like they don't really matter anymore, right? Like unless you're playing in the one we saw last night, like the college football playoff or like a New Year's Six bowl. For the most part, these bowls don't mean anything. The players opt out, the players transfer now. The college football is a mess. It's now become this. It's now become let's just do let's get a brand involved and let's do some crazy gimmick afterwards. And it's not even about the game anymore. It's about because it wasn't just the
product placement, man. It's about the product placement.
Bro, it did wonders for pop. See, there's Ched Z. This was yesterday. The Cheez-It Ball.
Yeah, but nobody gives a shit about that. Nobody gives a shit about Mr. Cheez-It.
Bro, that's the thing. It's like this came out after the Pop-Tart Bowl. So do you think Cheez-It had a plan in mind? They saw how Pop-Tart Bowl popped off, pardon the pun, and then we're like, we need to up our game. We need to up our game. And they went into like a midnight emergency meeting.
Oh, yeah.
At the Cheez-It headquarters. And we're like, what are we going to do to try to... there's no way we're going to upstage the Pop-Tart, but we have to do something.
So did they eat them?
No, it says non-edible mascot. So, like, they're playing off the whole entire thing.
Out.
So they're riding that wave.
He's out.
Yeah, you got to eat them.
They needed to eat them. That's the only way.
You have to eat them.
That's Ched Z. Yeah, this was the year of the bowl mascot. There was the Pop-Tart. Didn't have a name. Didn't need a name.
He's dead.
He's dead. He's R.I.P. Pop-Tart 2023 to 2023. That was Ched Z that you just saw. And then there's also Tubby. One of the more disgusting things you saw over the week. Probably led to my stomach ailments. I was watching the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
That's disgusting.
Bro, they were squirting mayo into their mouths. Raw dog. I hate mayonnaise. I can't even.
I'm kind of out on mayo, too.
I've never been in on it, ever. Mayonnaise is disgusing. I'm pretty sure it was West Virginia was in it, right?
Yeah.
My alma mater.
Squirting mayo into the
Not only
mouths?
that, they were bringing up mayo onto the...
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's not even in the stadium yet. You're just having a conversation.
Pre-gaming.
That's disgusting.
That's fucking gross.
That's disgusting.
It really is gross.
Oh, no. Here's another guy.
David Wells?
Oh! See, if you put the Mountaineer jersey on... Nothing's weird. Like that. Now that he has the Mountaineers jersey on, that's not that
weird. Take this off.
It's Mayo time.
It's Mayo time.
Man, that's so disgusting.
Bro, not only that, they were like bringing it. I was watching some of the game because I went to West Virginia. They were bringing it up to the booth. They'd be like, here's loaded nachos with mayo. And then is this the head coach who won?
Yeah. He gets dumped fucking mayo on him.
Crazy.
This is what bowl games are now, man.
That doesn't make you want to buy. You see, the Pop-Tart thing makes you want to buy Pop-Tart.
Right.
This doesn't make you want to buy mayo.
But if you were to buy mayo, would you be a little more inclined to buy Duke's mayo?
No.
It's never mayo time, says Alex. I agree with you, bro. That was Tubby. You see Tubby? You have a picture of Tubby? Is very strange looking mascot. Had nothing to do with mayo, but yeah, bro. When I was at West Virginia, we were winning BCS bowls and winning big time
Geno
bowls.
Smith.
Before that, I was there for Pat White. That's
Pat
Tubby.
White.
That's Tubby.
I hate him.
Smooth and creamy.
I hate his stupid red shoes.
Do you think now, like next year, it's going to be even crazier, right? This is what bowl season is now. Players don't play in the games.
What else can you possibly do?
The Pop-Tart. I mean, what can you do more than kill a mascot and then eat him, and then it becomes beloved. Like people were loving it. They weren't saying this was weird. They were saying this is I got a spiritual moment.
You can drink.
I don't know how they're gonna top it, but I tell you what, there are meetings today.
There are definitely meetings today
in corporate America for what they're gonna do 12 months from now.
Yes,
11 months from now, because Pop-Tarts just won big time.
Pop-Tarts, their stock has gone up.
You know who's that?
Tony the Tiger.
That's
at the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
That's an easy one.
He's just a regular.
He's been around forever.
He's just a regular mascot at this point. He's not.
And let me tell you, if you have a t-shirt cannon like that, what are you doing shooting it directly up into the air?
You shoot it right at someone.
You got to shoot it at least far, like get it in there.
I think he was trying to get the first round because I feel like those cannons ignore the first.
As they should. They have the best seat.
That's
they shouldn't be getting everything.
Well, here's the thing. If Tony the Tiger, he shoots it.
That's a great point.
If he shoots it like straight and it hits someone in the face, that's a bad look for Frosted Flakes.
Terrible look, but that's hilarious.
He's representing whoever's in that thing is representing the entire company, which is crazy. Like the Pop-Tart guy, who was it?
Dan hopped on Yankees Avenue and said, I love this show.
There you go. Dan Rourke. Drew Davis in the chat, teammate of mine. Hook, line, sinkers.
Eat some salmon, Pop.
Drew, have you ever had a Jägerbomb?
Oh, good question.
And do your friends drink Jägerbombs in Michigan? And have you broke your penis recently? Thank you. Get back to us.
Great question.
Yeah, so 2023 bowl season was the year of the mascot. We're going to have Michigan playing Washington. Joe's doesn't give a hoot.
He said red team.
Red team gives a
Red
shit.
team is crazy, bro.
Who cares? The bowl game was irrelevant. Is anyone actually talking about the Pop-Tart Bowl game?
Oh, look at this, dude.
Red
You have to
team's
go back to
insane.
your locker room like...
And that's the winning coach. They should do it to the losing coach.
They should do it to the losing coach.
How is that
That's
a
not-
freaking reward?
I would lose on purpose.
Drew Davis has never heard of a Jägerbomb, and he has broke his penis. I think he broke his penis playing
said
blitzball.
yes. What?
He dove for a ball on BB3, and
You got a broken penis from reverse cow.
no, he got it from hustling. I remember he dove for a ball, and then Chris Rose was like, he broke his dick. Because Chris Rose loves to say dick on blitzball.
Loves to say
You get hit anywhere close to your privates.
Well, you can't say it on BattleBots.
Rose will just be like, that's a broken dick.
That's a broken dick on that BattleBot.
He's like, I'm at John Boy. I'm at the warehouse. I could say all the words that I can't say for the last 30 years when I was on Best Damn Sports Show.
It's true.
He just loves wearing his hat backwards. I love Chris Rose.
I love Chris Rose.
He is everyone's dad here at John Boy Media. Have you heard about the Detroit Pistons, Joes?
I've heard such things.
28-game losing streak
There was a bet on them to not win another game
for the rest of the year.
If you would have put $40 on it, I think you would have got like $40,000. But
Dre likes to gamble, and he also is pretty up to date on the NBA. I saw something, Dre, that the Pistons were one of the most bet teams because they kept covering the spread for a lot of this losing streak. Can you agree with that?
Yeah, over the last 2 weeks, they were playing really, really hard.
And then losing at the end.
And then losing at the end.
I watched the net game because I had the Yes Network, obviously, and I was rooting. I actually tuned in at 7 p.m. to watch the Pistons. I'm like, let me get a look at this, see how bad they really are. And they were playing well. They had the Nets up. They were up 10, and then they went down 10. And then the game that they lost to didn't they have like a heartbreaker where they were up 20?
Yes, they were up 20 against the Boston Celtics.
Yes, bro.
In Boston.
And they lost, but they beat. Who did they beat?
Toronto, right?
They beat the Raptors to snap a 28-game losing streak.
It's a bad walk back to the locker room after you lose to that team.
Bro, 28 games. It got to the point where Pistons were apparently holding open tryouts. Joes? You gonna lace them up one more time?
I took my son to the basketball court this weekend, and I beat his ass, bro. I beat his ass. He was crying and all that shit.
You're supposed to do that to you. If I had a son, I would never let him win.
He was
Look at this.
so
Open
mad.
tryouts for the Pistons. This is like Invincible. What is this? Pull that. Go.
Here.
What did that say? I need to read that. Let's go. Day 2. This is Invincible. This is the plot to Invincible. Vincent Papali. I can't read it that close.
We've selected you to proceed with day 2 of tryouts. Day 2 will be held at Little Caesars Arena at 10 a.m. sharp. Your talent and dedication have brought you this far. Wishing you continued success as you pursue your basketball dreams. Best of luck.
It's like every team do this. It's just like something that teams do. Is it just because they suck? Because it's
Were
not
they
a good
serious?
look. It's not a good look.
Were they serious?
Imagine the Yanks holding open tryouts because they were 82 and 80. Dude, Detroit's down bad. I mean, the Lions are up. I think if you talk to any Detroit person from any Michigan person, they would gladly take the Pistons losing 28 games in a row for the Lions being NFC North
It is
champs.
funny, that whole the Thanos meme where it's like, what did it take? And it's just like the Pistons losing 28 straight.
Bro, they have a good young team. The thing is, they're like too young. They have Cade Cunningham, who's very good. The guy is always running with. Yeah, Wingstop. What was the deal with Wingstop? I didn't look enough into this.
So the thing with the Wingstop was once the Pistons got a win, you get like $5 off or like free $5 chickens or something like that. So they hadn't won in 28 straight games. I mean,
so every night you were talking about Wingstop.
So Wingstop was not getting any money because people weren't coming in because the Pistons weren't winning.
Wingstop going bankrupt because that's what happens when you tie your company.
Finally being activated.
Tie your company to a losing team. Pop-Tart, smart.
Papa
Wingstop.
John's, Yegi 6. Remember that?
Yeah, Papa Jean. Yes, I do. I remember that.
Noah was crying.
This is actually disgusting. Colorado Avalanche announcer takes a sip of his partner's chew spit.
That shit happened at the warehouse. Also, with Lou Dab is also
he's a chewer.
He's always dipping.
Always dipping.
And
Zin.
Luke, I think, drank some of his
Which Luke? DeVersa?
No,
O'Brien.
Luke O'Brien drank some of his.
Bro, it's disgusting. It's worse than mayo. 10 times worse.
Yeah.
At least mayo is edible. So
Yeah.
I played college baseball.
So
and
bad.
I played college baseball at a community college, so it was a lot of driving in cars. There were kids in my car that would leave. There it is. Let's pull it up. There were kids in my car that would leave Gatorade bottles full of dip
You
spit.
can't.
Go back. Anyone listening to
Can
headphones,
you
I just apologize.
imagine?
So he thinks it's coffee. Oh my God.
He's holding the cough button and everything, and it's just, oh no.
Look how many drinks he takes to try to wash it away. He has water, then he goes for his coffee, spits it out. He washes his mouth. And keep in mind, the game is going on while this is happening.
What a pro.
He's now smiling. Oh no.
Did he spit back into that same cup? Why did he give it to him?
Oh no.
That is,
Former Colorado Avalanche Mark Rycroft is the man that drank it. Accidentally, he took a sip out of play-by-play man Mark Moser's dip cup.
dude,
If you have a dip cup, it has to be in a clear cup, number one.
Gatorade.
Number two, Gatorade, like a clear water bottle.
Yeah, so you
where
can
people
see the
clearly-
remnants because
yeah.
it's disgusting looking.
And
Well,
it has
that's
to
what
be
but he's
off to
hiding
the
it.
side for you.
He's hiding it.
Do you
here.
think that
That's
he
why.
wanted him to drink it?
No. But it's. I mean, he's got a camera on him and everything, right?
Right.
So this is more or less like, hey, I'm just gonna pretend. It's gonna seem like I'm just drinking coffee instead of I'm dipping during this.
Yeah,
game.
but you could put it to the side off camera, even if you have
true. But if they went to this looks like it's the what's that camera called?
I
you
like
put
that
out?
he just dries it off and then just spits
No, he's
back
trying to
into
wipe
it.
He's also
off
a
the-
former hockey
Stop.
player, so they're
Yeah.
tough. Like this ain't no
he
thing.
doesn't care.
Also, as the play-by-play guy, why are you dipping?
That's what I mean, dude. I mean, that's a lot of like.
Dude,
look
there are
at that.
things
At
you
the
should
end.
never do before you play. You're not supposed to eat like nuts or popcorn because it gets stuck in your throat. Definitely don't dip before you go on the air or while you're on the air. I don't know. This is like one of those cameras that you only see if there's like a crazy reaction that maybe they'll show the next day on online. So maybe he
Look, he
wanted him to
uses
drink
it.
it. Oh, he's dipping in it.
Yeah, he's using it like there. So it's just
It does calm your nerves, right? So maybe he's calling the game and. Dude, so I played college baseball for a community college, so we just constantly in each other's cars, driving around, hanging out in the parking lot of Suffolk Community
Lou
College.
leaves his freaking
Yes.
dip cup in my freaking car.
dude,
I had a kid
I
who
hate that.
my
he
car
leaves it
was
all
just,
over
yeah.
the warehouse.
Yeah, I hate that.
That's gross.
There's nothing. It's like leaving like poop behind. Poop.
It's not as bad as poop, but it's still pretty bad.
Poop. It's bad, bro. That's nothing worse. You're leaving behind. You're spitting something out.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Apparently, Kirk Herbstreit. Heard of him?
No.
You don't know Kirk Herbstreit.
I don't know I don't know anybody named Herbert or Herb or anything.
Bring up a picture of Kirk. Bring up a picture of Kirk Herbstreit.
Joe's, I'm so happy you just said that because what he does to Shohei Ohtani's name.
Before we get to it, though, can you just pull up a picture of Kirk
yes.
Herbstreit? You definitely know this guy. He's been on TV for like 30 years.
Yeah,
Herbstreit.
But it also goes in line with your whole you don't watch college sports.
I don't.
He's like the face of college football.
I am from New York. I'm not saying that you're from New York, you don't watch college
it's true.
sports, but it's like there's so many professional sports here. I
Right.
just don't.
If I didn't go to West Virginia, I wouldn't really care about college sports. It's Kirk Herbstreit.
Oh, I've seen him before. ESPN, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't age, this guy.
Yeah.
He called the Michigan-Alabama game. He's like the #1 guy at ESPN when it comes to
It was
college football.
college game day.
Okay.
Tell you one thing.
I've seen him.
Tell you one thing he won't be calling anytime soon. Baseball.
Really?
Dude, he absolutely massacred Shohei Ohtani's name.
How? Well,
It's one of the easier names, Shohei Ohtani. And it's also a guy that got a $700 billion contract and it's been spoken about for the last 4 years.
Can I guess to what he said?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Did he say Shohei?
Oh.
Shohei. Did he say Shohei?
Okay.
Ohtani?
Shohei Ohtani. Show me that.
They just showed Shohan or Tony up on the
Shohan Ohtani? No way. Hold on,
my
rewind
God.
that.
There he is, Shohan Ohtani.
They just showed Shohan or Tony up on
No
the
way. Shohan Ohtani?
Dude, and the funniest part is Al Michaels.
Yeah.
He like either is just so old that he couldn't. Listen, he said it wrong too.
Cheering. They just showed Shohan or Tony up on the board.
Shohei Ohtani now there.
He messed
says
it up
it
too.
kind of. His is a lot better than.
He kind of says Shohei Ohtani.
He kind of just goes fast through it.
But what you do is this is like broadcasting 101. You never like show up your partner. So Al Michaels wasn't gonna be like, yo, wow, you massacred that one. It's Shohei Ohtani. You just roll with it. But Al Michaels even said it wrong.
Shohei Ohtani?
He put an N there. I
Shohei
wasn't
Ohtani?
anticipating that.
Shohei.
That threw me for a loop.
What did he say?
Shohan Ohtani.
They just showed Shohan or Tony up on the
It was like one word. Shohan Ohtani. Shohan Ohtani.
That is really bad.
Shohan Ohtani.
That's a bad look.
Shohan Ohtani. Highest paid player in major sports.
Shohan Ohtani.
Can we pull up
Danza.
David Ortiz?
Yes.
David Ortiz.
Your money, the mafia is with a little C.
Red Sox legend.
I'm in the Dominican.
If you're a
They
Yankee
pop your
fan,
tees.
this man terrorized you for 12 years, decades. Here's a gender reveal. It's good to know that he is still getting it on. Active. How old is he? Like 45?
He didn't break his penis over the
Oh,
holidays.
he's been using his penis. He's been drinking Jägerbombs and then using his perfectly unfractured penis to fornicate with his wife.
It's not fornication. Should have never invited Mariano Rivera to your baby shower, Pop.
David
Hold
Ortiz.
on, rewind that real quick. What's that? I just seen something. Anyway.
Okay, so David Ortiz, a gender reveal for David Ortiz.
Who's having the lot?
Throw him up and in, and then you will get him out. If
Who's
only the
having-
Yankees.
Yeah!
If only the Yankees.
Yeah!
You. Oh, we looking at that, huh?
Yeah!
What did you think Joe's was looking at?
I'm trying to break down his swing.
I
Joe's
know.
is looking at a shelf.
Pop, they threw him a cutter up and in. That's how you get him out. Right there.
Oh. You know the pitching ninja on Twitter?
Yeah.
Pull him up. He put a heat map up on it. Of his career heat map. If only the Yankees knew how to get this guy out. Up and in, underhand. 2004 would have been a lot different, my friend.
2004 would have been a lot different.
David Ortiz still popping him out, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Not him personally, but how old is he?
I don't think he's that
All
old.
right, there's the heat map. That's where you want to pitch, David Ortiz. Up and in, see it right in the blue. It's a good pitch.
Oh, yeah, that was a
It's a
perfect,
quality
that's a
pitch.
Perfect pitch. Right
very funny.
in his cold zone. They should have threw it
Is that
outside.
a real bat? Because that could be the problem. Is that a wooden bat? You got to use like a wiffle ball bat.
Yeah, they got to use a wiffle ball.
Trying to hit a softball.
Wait,
with
down
a
and
wooden
in is
bat?
supposed to be his cold zone? I wouldn't trust the ball down and in.
Dude,
on
that's
him.
like that cold zone for a lefty. That's the red zone, baby. You throw me low and in, I'm golfing that shit.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
having a boy, if anyone cares.
Having a boy.
Text him.
I'll text him.
Needs
Yeah, say, hey, bro, what happened?
Henry Rowengartner. Strike him out.
There you go. That's a good. It's too bad the baseball season wasn't going on because that's something they would play like over and over.
Oh, yeah. on
A-Rod
Fox.
would roast him like weirdly.
They're still gonna bring it up.
Jeter would barely laugh. He'd be like, haha, funny. That was
You'd
good.
be laughing on that show.
Jeter would be like, that was a funny one.
I like seeing that side of Jeter.
And A-Rod would do like an over-the-top laugh and take it too far. Jeter won't do enough.
That he might.
That's
He
the
might
dynamic.
end up
Poppy
doing.
has been shot. He did get shot.
He did get shot, yup.
He got shot at point-blank range.
He
and
got-
lived to talk about it. That was a wild time. Wasn't that around?
He and 50 Cent.
That was
are-
around like 50 Cent got shot like 8 or 9 times.
Yeah.
That was around like this time, maybe 2021. I want to say like it was. I remember early in the new year when Ortiz got shot.
Yeah.
And we were all every day just waiting to see what's the latest. What's the latest? Are you gonna survive? Oh, are you pulling up the Let a Naysayer Know?
Yeah.
This was nuts. This was crazy. Joe, did you see this? Pause it real
No.
quick.
Okay.
All right, so obviously this is like the 10 hours of coverage before the college football playoff.
Okay.
Reese Davis is on the field alongside Desmond Howard, Pat McAfee, Kirk Herbstreit, your new friend.
Yes.
And
okay, hold on, wait. Before, yeah, go. You keep going.
Yeah, and he's talking about Jalen Milroe.
Yeah,
he's the quarterback for Alabama.
Quarterback for Alabama.
For the red
how he
team.
has an acronym on his helmet.
Well, he has T-shirts too. He sells T-shirts, and they're lank. Those are the T-shirts.
Lank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let a
Blank.
somebody know.
That's what you right?
Okay.
Yeah. So they're now going to talk about this on ESPN.
I might
on New Year's Day.
Should I?
Naysayer.
I might cop. Wait, where are you selling that at?
Okay, but what? What do you think Reese Davis is going to say?
Often wears his own branded
No
apparel,
way he's gonna say
reading
it.
blank across the front. It's an acronym that stands for "Let a Naysayer Know."
Oh.
Being told by
But you want to see how the panel reacted here? Look at
No
this.
way. He said, I swear, I was like, when he said,
You guys, you remember dude, I love Ice Cube, Naysayers with Attitude? One of my favorite bands.
That's
One of my favorite bands, let me tell you.
his former offensive coordinator,
That
Bill
is
O'Brien.
not what I thought.
Is that not what you thought?
Boy, let a naysayer know.
Let a naysayer know.
Of course.
The professional's right in the middle of his lead. That's all.
It got real tight up here as you were. I just want to let you know.
Reese, you was too smooth with that. I thought it was going down.
I thought he was going down. He's so confused.
Yeah.
Naysayer no. Let a naysayer no. That's what we thought the whole time. That's what we all thought.
He said, I thought he was going down.
That's the beauty of live TV right there. That's the beauty.
Yes.
Reese Davis is a professional. Like the guy, he didn't know whether to do I laugh? Do I laugh hard? I think he handled it perfectly.
Is that what it's really supposed to?
No, bro. What do you think it means?
So I was right.
Yeah.
So I was right. All right, cool.
It might. I don't know exactly what it means, but that's probably. But McAfee, that takes some set to kind of stop that. Like that wasn't planned. Like McAfee just hopped right in, and they created a very funny moment that went viral. But they could have the whole set just could have just let it go, and he would have went to the story.
He said, I thought he was going down. I like that. It's so funny.
That says the cameraman.
He said, that South Park skit is so funny. It's so funny.
Naysay.
That's unbelievable.
People who annoy you category.
Man.
That's so funny.
He said naggers. Naggers.
No, I'm sorry. Kiss it. He's got to go apologize to.
Let a naysayer know. We are back. Who wants to groove? We're back, baby.
I need a Lank shirt now. Alabama red team.
That did great stuff for the Lank brand. Talked about. Imagine they would have won the game. It would have been selling merch like hotcakes.
Sold a shirt here.
Yeah, Joe's just bought a shirt.
Just bought a shirt.
Brick just killed a man. Let's move on to one of my favorite stories of the. I watched Anchorman over the break. One of my favorite stories of this week. Pastor arrested for shoving McDonald's worker's head into a deep fryer.
Let's take a look at the video.
I don't think there's a video of this one. There's no video of this one.
Oh.
Dude, a pastor in North Carolina tried to shove a McDonald's worker's head into 400-degree deep fryer oils.
The power of Christ compels you.
Wasn't an exorcism.
The power of Christ compels you.
This was not an exorcism. This was Dwayne Hayden. He's the High Point, North Carolina pastor. He was coming to the defense of his wife, who was a McDonald's trainee manager. She complained that the workers were being rude to her. She called her husband. He got in his car and hightailed it. This man hightailed it over to McDonald's.
Yeah, well.
He showed up and immediately went behind the counter and started beating on one of the cooks. Hit him with a right, hit him with a left, Then, it wasn't enough. He was going to take his head and dip it into the deep fryer. Keep in mind, those oils and that water, whatever it is, gets up to 400 degrees. You probably kill him.
Well, yeah, you could. That's one thing. Two,
or you could deep fry him in a delicious treat.
He wanted to make him see Jesus.
That's one way.
And the other thing is he's protecting his wife.
You don't disrespect a man's wife.
You don't disrespect.
You don't disrespect a man's wife, or you end up face first into a deep fryer. He got arrested, of course. He didn't stop him from delivering a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day sermon at his church.
Oh.
In his New Year's message, Whedon spoke of leaving the old mentality behind and embracing the newness of life that's in front of you.
That's great.
Don't be scared of taking a chance on something new, he said, when you know the old way of doing things is not working.
Yeah.
So maybe the old way was, hey, I'm going to talk it out with this fella, this cook.
No, I bet you that
the
cook,
new way,
that cook who almost got cooked will never talk about his wife again.
That guy
How about that?
definitely is suing.
Well, sometimes you gotta beat the brakes off of people so that they start respecting you, bro. He was like Charlie Murphy would say, he's a habitual line stepper. Okay, so sometimes you gotta check him real quick, and then he won't let. Now there's that there's that respect.
His feet up on the couch.
Yeah, he habitually line step. You check him, and then that's it. You know what I mean? It's just what it is.
Charlie Murphy.
Now, you maybe want to put him in oils. But.
His church does offer a series of videos for spiritual healing of the flesh. So maybe he was like, hey, let me burn your face off, and then just like, let's spiritually heal
That's
your
what he
of
needed.
the flesh.
And by far, my favorite part of the story, guys, his lawyer, Alan Fox, said, Your Honor, this was all a misunderstanding. My client, Pastor Whedon, simply wanted to anoint Mr. Garlington with oil.
Yes, the oils.
Where are we
seven
getting these
oils.
Stories? Where are we getting these stories? Everyone quit too. That McDonald's got cleared out. They're gonna sue. The other one guy's not. His wife left. It's just unbelievable things that are happening in here. All right, let's move to our main event of the story this week.
Okay.
This one is just. This one.
That was like an undercard.
That was the undercard, and now we're into the main event. We got ourselves an ecosexual, Joes. You familiar with that term?
I don't even want to know what that is.
Ecosexual is someone that is turned on by nature, erotically, spiritually.
Are you just looking at a Bob Ross painting and like just going off?
That's not enough. That's not real enough.
Like just
it's not real enough for Sonya.
Let me fracture my penis.
This canvas is gonna have a hole in it. Sonya Semenova gets turned on by nature, trees, in particular, a British Columbia oak tree, to be exact. She says the tree fills her with exotic energy. There was an eroticism with something so big. Holding my back. Here she is, explaining her love for a specific tree that she fell in love with.
Fear of a pandemic put just tremendous weight on my partner and me, so much that we nearly destroyed each other. In this time, I developed several coping mechanisms, and among the healthier of them was taking daily walks on this marsh swamp that is near my house. These were therapeutic walks. I would cry in the rain, I would talk to my friends, and I would come up with these massive epiphanies about my life and how I wanted it to be. One of the most significant was the realization that I had been craving that rush of erotic energy that comes when you meet a new partner, and that it is not sustainable. It doesn't last. We are human. We cannot keep up with that energy forever. Yet I believed it was possible. I believed I could tap into that erotic life force somehow, somewhere. And around the time of this epiphany, I began to notice that about at the halfway point in my walk, I would pass a grove of oak trees, and one particular tree in that grove called to me. So I began to stop daily at this particular oak tree, and I began to lean against it, began to hold it and feel held by it, and I noticed that I was experiencing erotic attraction.
Look at that. Good for
people
her.
out here getting tree dick. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Man. This planet. I don't know if I want to live here anymore, bro. I
don't want to be here anymore.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Bro,
oh my god.
So that's
crazy. Wow. The tree doing it, doggy. Yo, that's crazy. crazy, bro.
This is your reminder. Go out and do weird things that make you feel good. Like getting backed up by a tree.
She's like a little bear.
Dude, like
got a back scratch.
Okay, here's something. Obviously, it's all women, right? And when a woman does it, it's looked at. Obviously, it's weird. That goes without saying. But it's looked at as like eroticism and sensualism becoming one. But a guy does this. What's he doing with that tree? He's looked at. He's arrested on site. He's not allowed in parks. He's not allowed in schools. He's doing something to that tree that you don't want to see.
So
His parents were two cousins.
She's an erotic writer.
The first woman?
Yes, the tree lover.
I saw two tree lovers there.
She is an erotic writer, and so she writes. Here's her Instagram page, but she writes all these eroticisms. And
just the first one?
Yeah, this is Sonia.
Sonia.
No, this is the same. What are you talking about? First one, second one? What are you talking about?
Both those videos were the same woman?
Same person.
Wow.
Same person.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought there was more.
No.
She's the only one?
Yeah, but she's a little out there, you know?
I'd say, yeah. She's
she's got
banging trees.
Yo, could you imagine that these trees are like sentient and they're like, they can't move. And he's like, I can't believe it. Yo, why is this bitch on my shit? They're like, get off me, please.
Do you think the trees talk when they leave? Oh shit! Here she comes again.
I'm sure.
Whoa!
It's
what are we about to do there?
It's a little weird.
That's her.
I don't know.
The weird part is like
what is this?
She walked past the tree.
Here? This looks like a cult. Looks like a little erotic renaissance.
The weird part to me is that she's walked past the tree for years, and they were just friends. And then one day,
she took it.
But I kind of
she
get
looked
that,
at the tree, and the tree looked at her.
You know, you have a friend who's a girl for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and then, you know, you guys fall in love, or you didn't know that you had that romantic attraction to each other. I get it.
That person.
Same could happen with a tree.
Fills her with exotic
not
energy.
A tree though. I'm not. Oh my God! This rose bush is turning me on, dog. Oh my God! Let's go over here. This sand is so awesome. It's soft.
That's what I mean. If you were going around doing it, you would be in trouble fast, right?
I just don't know how you go around doing it.
If there was a story about a guy that was having erotic moments with a tree, don't you think he'd be arrested?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're just trying to branch out.
Was that a pun?
A little bit.
All right, over in China, we have over in China. Who Wants to Groove says she's going to start an Only Leaf.
Only
Leaf.
Greg
That's
Hall
good.
says,
I
I
like
wonder how
that.
she feels about toothpicks. Not big enough for her.
No.
She said the reason why
She
she
likes
loved
the
the tree.
girth.
Yeah, she loved to feel how big the tree was against her and how it was
The
holding her
girth
up.
of the oak.
So a toothpick ain't going to do the job. Moving on to our Chinese portion of the show. A doctor
What?
in China.
That sounded crazy.
Doctor in China suspended for punching a patient in the face during surgery. While the patient was under the anesthesia, this guy turns into Mike Tyson and just beats on this poor woman's face.
He must have looked at her face and said, there's something about this face that I hate.
I hate your face.
Wasn't it like she didn't...
Oh, they recorded it? Let me see.
Yeah, dude. I mean, look at this. And it's like, how do you not know you're recorded, first off? And it's like, she's under, but supposedly she was like still moving.
Yeah, Chinese authorities have initiated an investigation. The doctor punched the patient in the face during the surgery. The hospital administration immediately terminated the doctor, and they compensated the patient's family when the video went viral. This happened in 2019. It didn't go viral until recently. It was an 82-year-old woman that was getting blasted in the face with the blows raining down on her during procedure. Bruises. She woke up with bruises. According to media reports, the incident occurred in 2019. Like I said,
just going for a routine surgery, and you just come out with a black eye, and it's like, what happened?
The hospital apologized to the patient and gave her 500 won, which is $700 in damages. That seems like low.
Seems pretty low.
Sure got a lot. I mean, there's a video of you getting assaulted.
Well, she's 82. You know, you got to factor in age.
CompuBox data. I saw four landed punches. That's like
these damn tree fuckers.
Bah! Raining the blows down on her. Bah! That was also a Seinfeld episode where Tim Whatley, who was
that's right,
played by Bryan Cranston,
have sex with his patients.
He was a dentist, and Jerry said he woke up one time from after a dental procedure on the show, and his pants were like unbuttoned. And he said he saw him and like the dental assistant kind of like putting their clothes back on.
Yeah, I remember that.
So who knows what goes on when you're under the anesthesia? When's the last time you guys went under anesthesia?
I had a surgery in my eye.
It's a wild phenomenon.
Yeah, it's been a while. I
10,
think like
9,
my
8, 7. You're out.
Wisdom teeth.
You're out by 7.
Oh, and they took out my
Wisdom
tonsils as well.
Do you think that was the case, like Brian says? Do you think that the patient maybe woke up and then he was trying to beat her back into
submission?
Beat her back into unconsciousness?
No! Don't wake up!
Instead of putting the mask on, or maybe she was like, she woke up and she was like fighting it. So his fight or flight kicked in, the surgeon. And instead of putting the mask back on her, he just...
What if it's just ugly? He was trying to rearrange.
I have to know the reason.
It's a new form of
behind
plastic surgery.
I have to know the reason behind it. We'll never know the reason behind it. Ever. Moving on.
I thought I saw it, but I can't.
We'll never know. They keep that stuff under wraps in China. They're embarrassed by it. It's a prideful country, and they must be embarrassed.
The doctor's dead.
Doctor got killed, right?
The doctor's dead right now, probably.
It's a prideful country. They have rules, and which leads us to our next story out of China, and this is a wild one, folks. Chinese chess champion stripped of the title after defecating in a bathtub, and also involved in an anal beads cheating scandal. Same guy.
I swear to God, Dad knows how to read the headline to the point where it just makes me kind of lose it a little bit.
Yeah, it's my favorite part of the show when we read these weird headlines. 48-year-old.
Can you imagine typing this?
Dude, this story is this story takes some turns. Let me tell you.
Are those people playing chess?
Yes. 48-year-old Yan Chenlong beat the entire field in chess to win the national
Chinese
championship,
chess.
only to see him stripped of the title after he pooped in a hotel bathroom in the celebration and missed the celebration. He won a couple $1,000s. They put him up in a hotel. He's had a wild night after he won the chess. I mean, we've all been there. We've all celebrated in a hotel after we won like a crazy tournament.
Yes.
But I don't usually poop in the bathtub.
No, I leave out upper deckers.
I leave that out of it. I maybe will, use the mini bar, get some snacks or some drinks. He pooped in the bathtub, which they disqualified him from that. They said you can't do that. That's not the activities and behavior of a champion. We're going to strip you of your title, take away your money because you pooped in the bathroom. Not to mention, Joes, that there were rumors circulating online that this same man, Yan Chenlong, cheated during the tournament by using anal beads attached with a wireless transmitter to send and receive signals. Yan allegedly clenched and unclenched rhythmically to communicate information about the chessboard via a code to a computer, which then sent back instructions on what moves to make in the form of vibrations, taking the Astros cheating scandal to a whole other level.
That's crazy.
This man had...
Oh, my God. Imagine if the Astros had something up their butt, just like letting them know what pitch is coming next.
But here's my theory here after reading through this. So, apparently, allegedly, I don't want to get myself in trouble, this guy had anal beads in there. Right? And then later on that night, he defecates in the tub.
To get him out.
Or maybe the butthole was all messed up and he couldn't control his sphincter anymore.
I think the button broke and it was just
too
much.
So he was probably taking a bath, having a normal night in the hotel. He has a family and everything. He's going to take a bath, and then the transmitters kept going off, and then he poops in the tub, and then they strip him. It has to be some type of symmetry here. Some cohesion.
But also, listen, I don't want to give away that I've pooped in the shower.
I've never
done in the ocean before.
I pooped in the ocean too, but
it's the best way to do it.
I pooped my pants and then got into the shower. You know,
been there.
And so yeah, but like he defecated in the bathroom that damaged hotel property. Like there has to be more that came out of his butt. That
you think it was all over the hotel room?
That's
it has to.
Yes, because there were beads in his butt.
That's what I'm talking about. So like it has to. He had to have
Dude,
been
you stick
cheating.
something up there, it's gonna come out faster.
I don't know how that works.
Maybe
but
you shouldn't eat if you're doing that.
Hey, there's more pooping.
I'm training for chess. Pass me them anal beads.
Dude, they took his money. It was like a couple of thousand. That's a pretty intricate cheating scandal for like a couple $1,000s. I was like, wow, I wonder how much they won. It's got to be like 50,000. It wasn't. It was like $2,000-3,000. Is it worth it?
So the anal beads story is it's possible. It's not entirely true. No one knows. It's an alleged.
Yeah, they said they're not going to
scandal.
investigate it, and they don't want to.
Right.
They just we rather just strip him.
Let's see your gaping asshole.
Because all it was just Chinese social media posts accusing him of clenching and unclenching rhythmically.
How?
So I guess like you just see, him going up and down maybe a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Joe's like that's how Joe's clenches his
salsa
butt.
dancing while playing chess.
And so he consumed alcohol and then defecated.
I think it's all connected, literally.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it is.
The story's connected. It's connected in his body. There's something more to this. Like, did he purposely defecate in the hotel, or was he couldn't control his anus anymore?
Well, it's weird because the anal.
I need answers.
The anal bead stuff has happened before in 2022 at the World Champion chess, like Grandmaster chess tournament.
Oh, so this is a thing that happens.
Yeah, Hans Niemann was accused of using a rectal insertable to beat world champion Magnus Carlsen.
Magnus Carlsen is really, I know that
shocking
name.
Upset. Yeah.
You don't just beat Magnus Carlsen fair and square.
Right.
You shove
you need
things
something
up your
to
ass.
beat you first, and then you beat him.
He's denied the cheating allegations profusely. I mean, who wouldn't? But who knows?
That's hard to prove it, Like, what are they going to do? Investigate? What does that investigation entail?
I don't know.
You're going to have to show.
Well,
show
they
what's going on under there?
Gonna have to do anus check.
Get underneath the hood?
Right before.
You want to get underneath that hood?
The old rectal scan right before playing
and
some
after.
chess. We should have to do that for Bino.
A rectal scan. How would you even cheat in Bino?
I don't know. I was just thinking.
We need
two
a cheating
people sitting
scandal
across from each other.
We need a
That'd be
cheating
funny.
scandal in Jumbo Media. Whether
We
it's in
have
the
one.
warehouse.
Steve cheated so
Oh
bad in
my
Wordle that they had to
God.
stop playing.
Oh, that was in the early days of Jumbo Media.
Steve with the cheating was crazy.
Cheating at Wordle. When we would
That
play,
was so
yeah.
bad. When I found out about, I was the last person in this office.
That was my first week here at John Boy. I never played Wordle, and I was too afraid. Like, we would do Wordle Wednesdays, right? We would go into the front room, and one by one we'd play Wordle. And I don't usually play Wordle, so I was like, and I was new at the company, so I was like, I'm not gonna go in front of the camera and embarrass myself. But I didn't really know Steve.
I can't believe
knowing
Steve
Steve now.
cheated.
I mean, yeah, he cheated definitely.
That's unbelievable. That
He
did
cheated
that.
without a doubt. He's
No, it
someone
was
that would
proven.
Yeah.
Was?
And he said it. He
Because we
admitted
would
to
play
it.
the
should
Wordle.
we get him in here? Should we
Let's
ask
get him in here.
Let's get him
we
in
would
here.
play
Don't
the
even
day's
say
Wordle.
anything.
So
when he walks in, we required the first thing I ask is, why did he do?
Les Dre's gonna tell him why we want him in here.
Oh, hopefully not.
No, we're not going to tell him.
Okay.
Well, we can say, do you know why you're in here?
Do you know why you're in here?
It's like the principal's office. You know why you're in here. You know what you did.
Yo, Jimmy's dad is like way out.
Yeah, he called him out.
Big out.
He confronted him
at the warehouse
at Jolly's event.
Hey, Steve, what's going on?
Steve. This is one of our accountants here at John Boy Media.
The
Got a
accountant.
quick question.
The accountant. No,
accountant.
don't look at the comments.
I'm not looking at the comments.
So do you know why you're here?
No.
Put your mic closer to your face, please.
He told me that he wanted to chat about the Wordle days.
Oh, he gave it up.
Damn it.
Did you cheat?
Why?
No, I didn't cheat. Why the fuck would I cheat?
So why did you cheat at Wordle?
Why would I cheat?
Why would you cheat?
Yeah.
Does that look like the face of a
Get
cheater?
into the circle. Guys, what do you guys think right now? Look at his face.
I don't know where to look. Where's the camera?
No, they just keep looking for it.
Can you guys punch in?
Do you guys think he cheated? You guys vote right now in the chat.
I think he cheated.
Is that the face of a cheater? Can we hold on. I think I can set a poll. Can I set a poll? Drake,
He's an
you set a
accountant.
poll?
Someone check the books.
We're on the poll.
How did it start? Like, who accused you first?
I mean, the first person, I don't know, but the one comment that I saw that was the biggest was from Jimmy's dad.
Mr. O'Brien, it came from up top.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, Steve absolutely cheated," and I was on my personal account. I disliked his comment.
Wow.
And then you saw him at Jolly's event?
Yeah, I did. I saw him at Jolly's charity event.
At a charity event? He confronted you?
No,
Yeah,
I confronted him.
this was 2 years ago.
You confronted him at a charity event?
Yeah, I confronted him. I said, it was all playful banter, but I said,
it was very funny.
I said to him, I was like, "Oh, so you're the guy who thinks that I cheated?" And then he laughed, and he's like, "Actually, I think you all cheat." And I was like, "Well."
Didn't hear that part. I never played, so I never cheated. Someone wants to. We had to check your butt next.
What?
Yeah.
Take it away, Steve.
Yeah.
Take it away.
There it is.
This all spawned from it. There's a Chinese chess player got suspended, and everything taken away from him because he defecated in a bathtub in a hotel after he won. But also, there's a cheating scandal involving him putting like anal beads in with transmitters, and someone with a computer was transmitting it from his like gyrations.
You know what? Actually, yeah, that's how I cheated. I did that too.
I'm not saying you put anything in your anus. We were just on the topic of cheaters, and we're like, "We have any cheaters in the office?" And everyone was like, "Steve, he cheated at work."
So it's funny because between me
that was
and
the thought process.
Between me and BBD, every single Wordle video, there was at least one comment saying that.
But BBD never won. That's the thing.
BBD did win.
I'm saying for a long time he didn't get in the circle.
We got 15 votes.
Even the episodes where I lost, they still said that I cheated. It didn't matter what it was.
My favorite, I beat
16
you.
votes. When am I gonna cap it? We'll cap it at 20 votes.
By
I played one time or a couple times, right? And I won one game. And Steve came in second by
2 seconds.
2 seconds. And he comes up to me afterwards and he just goes, "Do you know how fast you were? That's all. Congratulations." And I just go, "Faster than you."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
No,
it was cold, but it was fun.
Let's check the polls. 16 votes.
I don't know how to
vote yes. Whoever's controlling that, vote yes.
I don't know.
69%.
Say
nice.
Yes.
69% say yes.
Nice.
31% no.
Yeah. You win some, you lose some.
Oh, Fayao. I've met Steve in person. I do not think him a cheater.
Like I said, there is no reason to cheat at that.
Wasn't it also you probably just started working here too?
Yeah, in person.
That would be a wild thing if the company you just started working at and you're the accountant who handles all the finances cheated in a Wordle game. I don't think you would do it either.
There's no reason to.
I'm out.
Not to mention winning back then. When you won, you had to buy bagels.
You did have to buy bagels.
That seems like a punishment.
Yeah.
It's like getting mayo dumped on you.
Yeah.
But you would use the company card because you're the accountant.
No, I bought them with my money. It was fucking $80 each time.
Flush them out.
$80, dude. I spent like 30.
I'll just make a fart sound because I'm not ready. Get out of here, Steve.
Steve.
No problem.
I don't think you cheated.
Steve.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of this today.
I voted yes.
Yes.
Over almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know, right?
We got
Good
to the bottom
job, Steve.
of it.
Good job, Steve. Clearing your name. Clear your name. Let's go.
73% say yes.
Good job clearing your name.
Cheater, booty squeezer. He's guilty.
Yeah,
Someone also said
guys, he definitely cheated. I'll tell you that right now.
I didn't have the heart.
100%.
Yeah, I didn't have the heart to say it to. He cheated.
He fucking.
I didn't have the heart to say it to his face right then and there.
The amount of times that you'd watch him on those videos, be like, "Oh."
He said, "Oh,
can you pull up an old one?"
I don't.
He got one on 2 guests
because someone said it was an interesting comment in chat. There said when I said, "Did you cheat?" and he goes, "Why would I cheat?" and someone said, "A liar always answers an answer with an answer."
A question with a question.
That's what I meant. A question with a question. He cheated.
Why would I cheat? Why is the question on
Why
me?
would I
Doc?
skim funds from the company?
Yeah.
What the?
Why would I?
I would never do that. Nah, I took it too far there. I'm sorry, Steve. You didn't cheat, but you did.
He did
took his
cheat.
laptop for company secrets. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he did, but that was back in the day. That was the Wordle days. What was some other games we played that were baseball game that we couldn't? Oh, what's it called? Immaculate Grid.
Immaculate Grid.
Maddie Mass would say, "Hey,
Grid.
tomorrow's going to be an Immaculate Grid day, so don't look at the grid in the morning." This is when Immaculate Grid first was out and cool, where I was almost looking at it first thing in the morning or at midnight, and we had to, not do those anymore. But Steve would just look because he's a cheater, and everyone knows
I
that
can't
he
believe
is.
he cheated.
Did you see this Bass Pro Shop? Are we going to pull up the video, Steve, or no?
I'm trying it.
Don't worry about it.
Honestly, I'm scrubbing through a bunch of them. He's not in any. It's like, all right.
So he was only in one, and he made such an impression on Mr. O'Brien. Do you think Mr. O'Brien was like, this kid, I met him. There's no way he can win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 1,000%. I was there when that whole interaction happened. In my head, it went a little different, but
No way. Wordle
He said it was
2 years
playful
ago.
banter.
I think Wordle was last year.
Or I don't know. Wordle was when I first started in the spring of 2022.
It was going for a while.
Wordle's not really relevant anymore, so we don't really play. It was early. It was like spring 2022, and I first started here. Started here in March of 2022.
Steve.
He was in 3 or 4 as fail.
Yeah, he's in a couple.
All right, we got some more stories here. Kid steals a bass from the Bass Pro Shop. Take a wild guess what state this is.
Oh, Florida.
Nailed it, Joes.
I mean, it has to be Florida.
Florida man steals bass from the Bass Pro Shop. If you've ever been to the Bass Pro Shop, you know that they have like live fish. They have like these exhibits.
I do want to go fishing, Dan. I want to go fishing.
You want to go to
Have
Bass
you
Pro
ever
Shop?
gone fishing?
Yes.
Look at this, bro.
No.
That should be like, you should get in a lot of trouble for that. Because that's like a big ass bass.
You should 100% get in trouble.
The bass shouldn't be in there, number one, because it's just rude to the bass. But then again, or maybe he felt like they shouldn't be there.
I mean,
It looks like Dan Rourke.
Does look like Dan Rourke.
I don't understand why you would.
It's just kids being idiots.
Being kids.
He probably thinks it's funny.
TikTok.
I don't want to hear.
Snapchat.
I also don't want to hear. Oh, that's just kids nowadays. Just go ahead and try it.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
When I was a kid, I didn't like go into and steal fish.
I definitely blew up a few mailboxes.
No, but I feel like I do see more and more of like kids trying to do viral things.
Yes.
Like they'll go into I've seen ones where it's like they go into a hot tub store and like they just strip down and then jump in the hot tub and then the guy like comes after him and is like, "What are you doing?"
That's kind of like, it's stupid, but it's not like as bad as like stealing and taking a fish like that out of the fish out of water.
Maybe he needs to feed his family.
Fish out of water. 3 men were arrested stealing $1,000 worth of butter.
That's better than mayo. I guess better than mayo. I got nothing, bro. I would like. Why are you stealing butter?
Where do you think that is?
Oh, that's a good game.
That's gonna be.
You'll never guess.
On the Montana.
Ontario. Canada.
I was close.
On Christmas Eve. They were not the wet bandits. They were not the sticky bandits. They were the butter bandits.
The
$1,000 worth of. That's a lot of butter, folks.
A B&E for the BB.
It just shows you Canada. The police joked about it afterwards. They may have had their holiday baking plans interrupted. 4 p.m., officers were called to a grocery store, south end of the city, where 2 men were spotted putting a case of butter in a cart and walking out of the store. Witness told police they saw a third man on the grassy knoll abandon a cart just outside the store. In total, 144 sticks of butter and 17 containers of ghee butter.
Ghee.
I hate ghee butter. My mom loves it.
Can you imagine like witnessing that? Like, what the fuck are they?
A 49-year-old, a 29-year-old, and a 25-year-old. So it sounds like a father and son activity.
It kind of does.
They were charged with theft under $5,000. One of them faces additional charge of trying to give the police a false name.
What are you gonna do with $1,000 worth of butter though? Like, how many cookies are you gonna make?
What are you gonna do with all this butter?
Sell it.
Who would steal 50 bags of kids' lunches?
I guess, like, I don't know, like,
Billy
I'm trying to
Madison.
think, like, when we had that other story where they were stealing the syrup.
The Dr. Pepper syrup.
The Mountain Dew?
That made sense.
That made sense.
They were bringing it down.
We put a whole story together.
Yeah, that was not a great one, but it made sense. They were stealing the syrup. They were bringing it to gas stations,
Dr.
selling
Pepper
it.
syrup guy,
They were
right.
underselling it to gas stations at a cheaper price, but making a huge profit. The butter, I don't understand the butter part. Like, who would we selling the butter to?
Butter is expensive enough to steal over $1,000 of it? I don't think so. I don't think
Butter is expensive, but what's the resale value? Like, where are you reselling it?
Hey, you want some of this butter?
Selling that on the side of the street?
He's selling it to that tree lady.
But police
soften up your time.
But police were on a roll and busted the bungling butter burglars before they could abscond with their rich, creamy haul.
What are you reading right now?
This is the New York Post's story on it.
It's a very Canada thing.
Yeah.
It's a very Canada thing. The police laughing about it is a very Canada
That
thing.
picture is crazy.
Oh, wow. Do you think
Give
they
me
wore
your
a mask?
butter.
This is a stick up. A stick of butter.
A stick of butter up.
Here we go. Moving on. 4 men arrested for trying to steal $4 million in toilet. A $4 million toilet from the English Palace.
$4 million toilet.
Can you go on with this, Rob? Because I didn't.
How
click
does
on
a
this one.
$4 million bro? How does it feel to take a savage chess player after you just won a chess competition shit in a $4 million toilet?
All these stories are starting to blend
How
together.
does that feel?
All these stories are starting to blend together.
So this happened in 2019 at an art exhibit, and the fully functioning toilet is worth about 4.8 million pounds, which is almost $6 million.
Oh.
And it was basically like an Italian conceptual artist in the
I wanna see the toilet.
Blenheim Palace, which is a major tourist attraction. It's basically like you know, the Ocean's 11 if they were about to steal a toilet.
This makes sense. Stealing the butter doesn't make sense. This is
Yeah.
gold. Like, you
This
can
is
obviously
gold toilet.
melt that down
Let
and
me
sell
see
the
the
shit out of
toilet.
it.
Yeah,
I wanna
Pardon
see
the
the
pun.
toilet. The toilet has to look amazing.
Yeah.
And it better have a bidet in it.
Winston Churchill was
I wanna get a
born here.
bidet.
This was the birthplace of Winston Churchill.
You can
so
get one
Maybe
in
he
your house.
pooped
I'm
on
gonna
his
start looking
toilet?
them up right now. How much do they have them on Amazon?
It's like $40.
You can get a real cheap one for like $60, $70.
You were talking about this recently, right?
Yeah, I want to get a bidet.
There you go.
Someone has one. Does anyone in this office have one? Put it in the
brother
general
has
chat.
one. My brother hasn't, and he swears by it. He loves it.
Bidet attachment for toilet. I'm looking right now. You get one for $30.
Here you go,
Ranges from about $30 to $90.
That's actually a very nice looking toilet.
Doesn't Trump have a golden throne?
That kind of feels, but like I feel like I'm liking a little cushion.
I have a cushion on my toilet seat.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I feel like gold might be a little cold.
Very
on the bum.
cold, especially early
Might
in the
be
morning.
Very cold.
You know?
That's
Also, like
that's
late
some
at
cold
night, you go
sheets.
peeing in that toilet. It blend like your urine blends in.
I don't like that.
Right.
I don't like seeing
right.
that.
Yeah. You don't know where your pee stains are if you got to clean them up.
I'm looking up
Everything's
bidets right now. We have a $30 one and a $90 one. I wonder what the difference is in terms of like flowage of water. Here's the 90. I feel like I wouldn't want to skimp out on my bidet.
No, I feel like you can't. Because,
Should I get one?
Listen, if you're gonna really see how much you're paying, I mean, toilet paper is through the roof right now to cost.
Not only that, but it's like if you think about it.
Do you still use the TP after the water though?
I feel like you gotta wipe. Yeah, like
You
you gotta.
get pretty damp down
Yeah,
there.
that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think they come in with like a built-in heater.
Our new Smart Spray automatic self-cleaning nozzle
Maybe
washes
that
the
could be
nozzle
our
before and
first
after.
sponsor.
Optimized pressure and adjustable angle for control targeted spray on your pooper.
Nice little tushy.
Includes everything for an easy install in under 8.5 minutes. That would take me longer. Universal fit on a standard toilet and some one-piece toilets. No electricity or plumbing needed. Well, I had the squatty potty for a while. You know what that is?
A big squatty potty fan.
No.
It's like a thing, like when you sit in the toilet, it's like a little step, it looks like a step stool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it
yeah,
elevates
yeah.
your feet because your legs, your knees technically should be higher than your
Oh yeah. No, I remember.
where the poop is coming out because it makes it come out better.
Yes.
Squatty potty.
Fayaz
butter.
seems like he is an avid avid fan of these.
The cheapo Amazon one is just fine, says Faye. I might order it. I don't know if I get the $90 one. Faye was saying the $30 one would do just fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Should we get it for the office?
No.
No way.
No, dude. Someone poops like on the sprayer, and then that poop is going up your bunghole.
Someone's in there right now. I know it. I know it.
Oh, facts.
Facts.
Always in there.
Someone's always in there.
Always taking a shit in there, bro.
It's one toilet here at John Boy Media. It's
try
one of
very
the
hard not to.
craziest things ever. I sometimes frequent bathrooms outside of this office.
There's a hotel I'm gonna put you on.
Taco Bell Cantina has a good bathroom. You would never believe that because it's a Taco Bell. But it is a beautiful bathroom. The Paris Baguette on the corner here has a wonderful bathroom.
There's a hotel.
What are you doing?
Up the block.
You're leaving the building to go poop.
I get a walk in. I get some food. Yeah, going to poop.
No,
dude. If I walk in the bathroom here and there's like a line, I'm not waiting on that line.
No,
I'm going somewhere else and I'm pooping.
No, I don't. We don't wait. You just go back later.
No, can't.
No.
When I gotta go, I gotta go.
There's a hotel up the block, bro.
Hotel.
You go in there. It goes. Once you walk in to the lobby. There's like a thing. No, there's like a thing. You go all the way down.
And no one ever questions there. Because at Paris Baguette, you technically have to buy something. They put the code on the receipt.
As they should.
They put the code on a different code. I want to say every day. Maybe it's every week, and you got to play dumb sometimes. You walk in and you go, "Oh, excuse me, what's the code for the bathroom?" Or I don't have my receipt. And that's what I do sometimes.
You never bought anything here?
That's why I like working from home. Imagine that whole routine. Here at home, you just go.
Yeah.
Here I'm cooking up freaking schemes at the Paris Baguette on the corner.
Because you just don't want to buy something so you don't poop.
Well, that place is so overpriced.
Oh, yeah.
Paris Baguette?
Oh, yeah. One coffee is like $7.
Yeah.
They got these extravagant pastries in there. They have these crazy sandwiches. I like... Just trying to go number 2.
Trying to live.
What is this 18-year-old GTA 6 hacker? Joe, this is right up your alley. Sentenced to life in a hospital prison?
So somebody... Okay. I don't know what's going on with the hospital prison thing. There is a hacker that...
I believe he has autism, severe autism. That's why.
Okay.
Who, the hacker?
Yeah.
And they're sending him to prison?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the doctors deemed Kurtaj unfit to stand trial due to his severe autism.
What'd he do, though?
He was the one who leaked the GTA 6 trailer and everything.
Let me enlighten you on this. He actually hacked their Slack messages. So he
okay, so it went a little further than just him releasing a video.
It was.
It's like if they
hacked ours, they would just see a lot of poop
all those
jokes.
BB4.
Oh, they would know who. Yeah, they would know who won BB4.
BB4 promos that I just made. You don't want to see them. Post.
Arrest that person and throw away the key if you release who won BB4.
So was this one, because there's 2 GTA 6 hackers. One of them released the trailer early, and then whatever it is, and then another one tried to extort Rockstar.
Yeah, what are we doing here,
They
man?
took...
That's this guy. He stole 90 clips of the unreleased and hugely anticipated Grand Theft Auto. And then he said, if Rockstar does not contact me on Telegram within 24 hours, I will start releasing the source
And he did.
code.
He released a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it was like a year and a half ago. And he released a bunch of videos about where they were in their development. And it was like pre-development.
Yeah, this is pretty intricate.
This just happened with Spider-Man as well. Like with
I think it raised more, like, it hyped up the game more to me. Like, I don't really, I'm not a gamer, you know this, but like GTA, I didn't know anything about it, but I did know that the trailer was set to come out. Then all of a sudden the trailer was out, and I was like, oh wow, now I'm like talking about
that's
it.
different because the trailer just came out earlier. This is like before. This is in the middle of development, so it sucks because as a developer, these guys work really hard, and when it gets to the point of a trailer, the game is basically at a place where they're really happy with it. So you're really working on it, and these people are like, they'll hack it and they'll try to extort the company, and then which. By the way, they tell you never to pay those guys because it's never just whatever they ask for.
You never negotiate with a terrorist.
Right. So it sucks because, you know, if you imagine you've been working on a video for a long time and somebody takes it and tells you, yo, you got to give me X amount, and
I'd be
they release it beforehand on purpose.
Flattered, to be honest.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
But it's like The Interview. Remember that Seth Rogen movie?
Yeah.
North Korea and everything? I mean, that was
Also, Rockstar, how about you just put out a game a little sooner?
I'm cool with them taking this long. If it's really good,
See, even I know that.
They put out quality.
I don't know jack shit about gaming, but I know that GTA, there's, it's longer than the Olympics, the breaks in between. It's every 8 years.
Well, just this one.
Ridiculous.
Just this one, but good quality, bro. So that's what it is.
6 minutes left here. Do you want to play a game? I don't have any games, though.
Okay.
Rob, you got any games? Put you on the spot right here. Should we pull up Am I the Asshole on Reddit and play some games?
Oh, man, just going in there just straight without looking at
Straight without looking?
No.
All right, let's do it.
We're gonna end up doing stuff where we're gonna open up like calls where you guys could call in and like people that are live with us, obviously, and then you'll be able to ask us for advice on things, and then we'll just.
That's gonna be crazy because
That'll be insane.
we have no call screening capabilities.
But that's fine. I mean,
I think it's gonna be very wild. The first couple episodes are gonna be very Wild West.
Yeah, like, but I've seen people like Theo. No, they'll record.
Why don't you
them.
guys play some Wordle?
Right now?
No, I'm not playing Wordle. Ask Steve.
They don't want to.
I'm so bad. I haven't played in so long. I'm very rusty. I'd play.
I've not played any.
Am I the asshole for ruining Christmas and being upset the only gifts I got from family were joke gifts?
One joke gift is fine. Multiple joke gifts is too much. I gave my brother-in-law like just tube socks.
That's it.
Like he was just like I went to Walgreens and I bought tube socks.
That's it. That was your whole gift.
Funny.
But inside it was like a gift card and shit like that. But
So at first he was like,
socks? Which, by the way, when you get older,
I love
you get socks.
Yeah.
You get like good socks and good underwear and all that stuff. Is like
this is the first year. My mom, obviously they just give us cash now, but for a while, like she would get us like at least something to open on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
It would be like white tees, underwear, socks, like hair gel, soap, like for the shower, stuff like you should be buying anyway. And didn't do it this year because we're just getting older, and told her not to. But I'm missing out on some socks now. Missing out on some underwear.
I don't notice
the essentials.
Sorry.
Go ahead. I was gonna say that I mostly notice like around Christmas and Thanksgiving. No, not around Christmas is when I start to notice like, I don't like either throw out my old underwear enough or buy new underwear.
I need like a 12-pack.
I need to get more.
I need way more because I'm constantly washing it. I need more.
I wash a lot.
Reinforcements, guys.
Right.
But dude, good underwear.
Hard to come by.
Expensive too.
Yeah, I'm adding that to my cart too. Right now in my cart, I got a bidet.
Tommy Johns, dude. Tommy Johns.
Those are the best. Dry fit.
Best, right? And
I got a bidet.
It's like
I'm gonna get a bidet
for a pair.
Bidet and some 12-pack of underwear.
12-pack on.
It's the most boring order
Are you
ever.
getting like those boxer brief ones that feel like paper?
No. I like the ones that they're almost like Under Armour material.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Manscaped.
Mm-hmm.
When we had Manscaped,
the Manscaped ones are really good.
When we were working with them, those are my I don't wear those. I have those for like special occasions.
Yeah.
If I'm like playing a sport or I'm like calling a big fight.
Yeah.
I'm like I need to be comfort, so I have the Manscaped underwear. We were working with them for a while.
Yes.
Man,
Do you want to hear this? Am I the asshole? For,
some of these ones are
joke
rough.
Gifts.
Yeah.
All right. So
some of these are pretty rough though.
As well as 5 siblings have all pranked on our birthdays and on Christmas, and usually it's 1 or 2 gifts. This Christmas was tough. I was the only person to get all joke gifts. For example, I unwrapped a MacBook from my brother, but when I opened it, it was just some chocolate. And the MacBook was actually given to my sister inside a bag she wanted.
Jeez.
Another gift was what I thought was a book I put on my Christmas list. It was actually just the book cover, but put on a dictionary. When I asked my mom about the book, she told me she gave it to my sister-in-law.
Dude, this is just like evil.
Yeah. This went on with each present. AirPods was just a charging block. Adapter gift cards were used and had 0 balance. A card with Monopoly money.
They hate you.
12 joke gifts.
No, that's too much.
Yeah.
At some point, you start taking it personal, bro.
That sounds personal.
That's like next level. Like the sock was funny. He put a gift card in a sock. Giving you a gift card with 0 balance on
I opened a gift. The funny thing about the sock thing, it's a 6-pack like of socks, and I took one. So he got a.
You got a 5-pack of socks.
He got a 5-pack
with a gift
was
card.
Like, yo, what the hell? That's like you took a sock.
A gift card to.
Shows you're evil.
A gift card to Olive Garden.
I gave him
Oh, my wife would love
a
that.
gift card, Amazon gift card.
That's a good one.
Yeah. But you can get whatever you want on Amazon, which is cool because he actually recently had a fire in his house and they had to like remodel his whole house. $50.
Dude, some of these Am I the Assholes are just brutal.
When we were thinking about reading a lot of those, I was reading them and I was getting depressed.
Also, pull up this. Let's pull some funny ones to end on. Hold My Beer. Hold My Beer has some great ones. Hold My Beer. This guy's setting up his Christmas tree, falling over. That's funny to me. People falling. Oh, God. Zip line with a fat woman. That zip line's going down.
Do you want to, before we get into the Hold My Beer stuff, do you want to talk, circle back to a little college football stuff?
Yeah, what do you got?
With the Harbaugh parents?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Harbaugh parents.
Yeah, this is...
So Jim Harbaugh, obviously, head coach.
Jim
there he
Harbaugh,
is.
head coach.
There he is. No, that's not him. That's his dad. Looks exactly like him. It's scary.
I mean, look at that.
Looks like he put old person makeup on, or it's an old filter. That's the dad.
How nuts is that?
He talks about the two of you all the time. He's talked about this moment coming for this program for a long time. How do you put into words your emotions right now?
Are you kidding me? They won! What's better than that?
Joez, what's better than that?
I mean, that's actually one of the best things right now from this whole program today. We've heard of people with broken dicks, Chinese people punching other people in the face, having sex with a tree, drinking mayo. The Pop-Tart was pretty good. Dan Rourke, the Jägerbombs situation being cocaine.
That was a nice wholesome moment right there, right?
Yes. Good for her.
Oh, my nephew's in the chat. So does this whole family just ask rhetorical questions? Who's got it better than us? No one. Dude, who got it better than us? No one. We won. Is there anything better?
Listen to what their dad says. Hold on.
Dude, I can't get over how much it's just like a spitting image.
It is him as an older person. You know when SpongeBob, he gets dried up?
Yes.
That's what Jim Harbaugh's dad looks like.
They were used for a long time. And it goes like this. Who's got it better than us? Nobody!
All right, this family's...
They say that at Thanksgiving.
Dude, this is like Mandelbaum energy. This is a... We got to look into this family a little more.
I wonder, what about the other Harbaugh brother? Like, do they have the same energy?
He's a little cooler. The Ravens head coach. He's cool.
He is cool.
I know, he is cool.
The other one,
I think his older brother.
Jim is the Michigan one.
Yeah.
Jim is the nerd. He's kind of like a dweeb. He's just like weird. He's socially awkward.
Yeah.
John is he's just cool. Way cooler.
I like John Harbaugh.
Well, that's why he's coaching in the NFL.
Yeah, he's coaching like pros. The other guy's, coaching teenagers.
I figured out a family that were used for a long time. And it goes like this.
This is how
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!
I know you get tense during these games.
That guy
how do you follow it up?
He did not know how to follow up.
You end on that, and we end on that. See you next week, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Who's got it better than us?